pass, rolling to his right. They throw it, the in route to Tanner Steck, makes the catch. Steck dives for the pylon. Touchdown!
Up by the Nuggets, and an attack. That'll go for a kill from Anastier.
Lamar looks for a block, makes a man miss at the 5. End zone touchdown, Swirls. Sets up middle. Jensen for the exclamation point kill.
30, the 20, the 15, the 10, and an 85-yard touchdown run for Landon Olsen.
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Back on our Your Live Event pregame show, Fargo North taking on Grand Forks Central tonight at Fargo North. Class AA battle as the Fargo North Spartans 1-0 on the season play host to the Grand Forks Central Knights, also 1-0. Good evening, everyone. I'm Bob Roars along with my game producer Joey Hughes. Thanks for joining us on yourliveevent.com and our pregame show. Well, both teams coming up with victories in their openers last Friday night. North rolling past Horace 42-0. It was the first varsity football game in Horace history, by the way. Grand Forks Central traveling way out to Watford City and coming home with a 30-6 victory. So a new test tonight between a couple of EDC rivals. Let's look at these teams. Fargo North and head coach Adam Rowland again 1-0, ranked number 1 in the state after one game. Remember, Fargo North had that great late season run last season, and you could see the confidence build all season long for the Spartans, culminating in a berth in the Class 11A championship game, but falling to Jamestown 46-28. This season, some key returning athletes, running backs, Peter Haugo and Jim Miller returning. Haugo, of course, is an NDSU commit. He's going to be the bell cow on offense. Well, for that matter, it's going to be Miller also. But tell you what, they're going to spread the ball around. Coach Adam Rowland, you'll hear in our pregame comments, just mentioning just how much depth he's got at wide receiver this season, so that's going to be fun to watch tonight. Spartans do have a lot of weapons on both sides of the ball, and we look forward to seeing what Adam Rowland and his staff have drawn up for the Spartans tonight. Across the field, the Grand Forks Central Knights, led by second-year head coach Jake Schauer, coming off a nice win over Watford City last Friday. Just a good, solid performance by the Knights overall that I'm sure Coach Schauer was very happy to see. Nice balance running in the running game behind leading rusher Caden Johansson. 18 carries for 95 yards. Jack Simmer adding another 58 yards on the ground while also catching 4 passes. Defensively, never a bad night when you hold your opposition to a single touchdown. And Central's going to be counting on all of their athletes to be making plays this evening. Listen for the name Eric Payne also. And this game tonight might just come down to defense. We're looking for a good contest between these two EDC foes. We'll take a short break, and when we return, we'll hear from Fargo North head coach Adam Rowland, get his thoughts on the game tonight and the season ahead. It's Fargo North and Grand Forks Central on your live event.
For 20 years, 702 Communications has been connecting people and businesses to the world through internet, telephone, and TV. And as your needs have changed, so has 702. Our dedication to our community and customers runs deep. So when you call, we listen. And you can trust that we'll never stop working to bring the latest technology to our friends and neighbors. Thank you for 20 years in business. The best is yet to come.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms, saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage, our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
I'm Darian Bitts. I'm confident on and off the field. and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nb.gov/confident.
I'm Doug Gray. I'm confident during the performance and when it's time for college. I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Back on our Your Live Event pregame show, Fargo North taking on Grand Forks Central tonight at Fargo North, and North head coach Adam Rowland visiting with us right now before the game. Nice victory in week one. Did you learn anything from week one really to take into this week?
Well, it was nice about week one, coming out early and getting on top of them as we were able to get some young guys in the game and really get some evaluation on guys who might be our second, third string guys, maybe even some JV guys. So we saw some good things there. We didn't quite see as much of our ones or starters as maybe we wanted, and it was some tough situations. I mean, for us it was good. I mean, we were playing on a short field, which when you're trying to evaluate, and you're scoring as quickly as we did and things like that, it's really tough to do later on down the road. But you can evaluate little things, alignments, assignments, things like that on plays. So we were able to do that.
Always something to learn, and of course last season it was such a great second half of the season and making that run to the state championship. Did it make the kids a little hungrier this season? Did you notice anything in that first day of camp this year?
Well, we've noticed it since, immediately after the championship game when we came back to North and we had our team meeting and we obviously congratulated the seniors, last year on a great year and I really started right away talking about preparation in the off season. So go have fun playing your winter sports, play your spring sports, but always remember, you got to get in the weight room, do some mental work, for football. And get signed up for your football camps, make sure you're attending our camps, get into summer weights, and we really talked about urgency, it seems like a long way away. So you seniors or you to-be seniors, it might seem like a long way away, but after you're done with your winter sport, after you're done with your spring sport, we're really looking at 2 months of summer, and we started super early in August this year. So I told them it was going to come quick, and we've talked about that since, and they all agree, and here we are already in our second week of football.
All right, so here we are, Game 2, taking on a Grand Forks Central team with a victory last week as well. What do you expect to see out of Grand Forks Central tonight?
They got some very, very dynamic players, and Central's a team who is building, along like what we've been doing the last couple of years and getting better and better and super competitive. And, I think last year to this game, we played them up there. I mean, they played us tough for a majority of the game, and it definitely wasn't a gimme. And those players are hungry, and they got some really good football players returning that we got to watch out for. So there's no guarantees. We talked to the guys about that. So we're going to have to come out on point and be at the top of our game, to go up against Central tonight.
What can we expect to see out of the Spartans this evening, offensively and also on defense?
Well, I mean, similar to what you saw last week, we don't change a ton. I mean, we weren't able to run everything that we had been practicing, so you'll see some new things that maybe you didn't see last game, but we've been practicing even in our summer camps all the way through the beginning of August. So
primarily on offense, Huggo and Miller are going to carry the load for you there?
Well, we got those two, but then we got our, we really have kind of a stable of receivers we can rotate in, guys that have different skills that we can use, and we plan on doing that.
Defensively, any changes that you need to really going in from last season, and what carried over from last year? I mean, what do you like about the defensive side of the ball for you?
We've made a couple changes defensively to really our alignment and what kind of defense we're playing. We've made improvements at the defensive secondary. We have a lot of guys returning that have a ton of experience, and we got depth on the D-line. That's the big one. So we can roll guys on the D-line, keep guys fresh. not wear them out during the game. So we're excited about the D. We have made improvements. Last year we were vulnerable in a couple spots, and we got exposed, in the middle of the season and even in the playoffs a little bit. We got exposed and we had to make up for that. And we've done some extensive work in the off season and then early this season to make sure we kind of tighten things up.
Health-wise, everybody looking pretty good for this week?
Yeah, guys are good. Their legs are good. We don't have anything. We want to stay that way. So right now we're in good health.
The wind helps, but obviously staying hydrated. It's a little warm out here tonight.
Oh, we had a couple of heat practices this week. It was really warm this week practicing. So hopefully we got some training there. It's going to be a little cooler tonight than what we've been practicing in, so that should actually help us out. And a little bit of a breeze. It's not as humid, so weather should be really good tonight.
All right. Good luck. Enjoy the evening.
Thank you.
That's Adam Rowland, the head coach of Fargo North. We'll be back on our Your Live Event pregame show right after this.
Every farmer has a good story about picking rocks. Want to hear ours? To this day, we pick rocks on our founder's farm, and they go into every Bell Bank branch we build. How's that for rock-solid commitment?
Every bank wants you to open an account. Then along come sneaky fees. Sneaky, sneaky. If you hate sneaky fees, switch to Bell Bank. We give sneaky fees the boot. Bell Bank.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in North Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the NDHSAA and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Keep your job site stocked with reliable service from Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters. Our team specializes in everything concrete. That means hand tools and equipment, rebar of all shapes and sizes, concrete forming packages and ICFs, decorative concrete materials like color, stain, sealers, and coatings. And let's not forget our impressive fleet of winter construction equipment to keep the concrete flowing all year round. If you've got concrete questions, we've got concrete answers at Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters. Visit us today at any of our 6 locations.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Now is the time to take note of any issues you may have experienced with your planter while it's fresh in your mind. We can come out, walk the fields with you, and talk over these concerns and put a plan together. For a limited time, save $50 per row when you buy Delta Force from RDK Enterprises. Cash discounts are also available upon qualifying purchase. Take advantage of these discounts and contact us today. RDK Enterprises, 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Back on the Your Live Event pregame show and joined on by Grand Forks Central head coach Jake Schauer. Jake, second year on the job and a nice victory last week. Anything you can take away from week one? Did you learn anything?
Yeah, I learned our kids are pretty resilient. Anytime you drive 6 hours one way, 6 way back, it's going to be a tough environment no matter who you play. The kids bounced around out there. We got them back with a win, and now we're here in one piece. No one's hurt. We're ready to go.
I was going to say that maybe is sometimes the toughest part when you are traveling 6 hours like you are to Watford City to get a victory. Coming out of pregame or out of the fall camp this year, did you see good things coming out of that practice? Was it pretty much as expected what you were looking to see in opening week?
Yeah, we're around our kids so much in the summer with team camps and weights. You really know there's no surprises. We show up day one. We know who's going to be there. We know what we're going to do. We know what spots we want certain kids in. So, no, there were no surprises. The guys have played tough. We've got a lot of returners, and we're fresh in some spots. So it's really just an interesting mix, and that's what makes coaching fun.
What do you like most about your team this season?
I love being around these kids. This is a great group of kids. They're good athletes, but most of all, they're good people. They're great kids. When you get to be around a group of seniors like this, it's pretty fun. But they're competitors. These are kids that are playing basketball, they're playing baseball, they're playing hockey. They're 2-3 sport athletes, and that's what we're preaching, and we're getting there.
You do have some athletes, like you just mentioned. What is the key tonight going against the Fargo North team?
Well, you got athletes too. Boy, when you're playing the number one team in the state and you're on the road, it's kind of your back's against the wall. You got nothing to lose, though. Get out there, have fun. When you get a chance to make a play, you got to make it, because on the road, those plays aren't going to come like they do at home, and you just got to make it happen.
What can we expect offensively from Grand Forks Central tonight?
Effort. It's got to be effort. We can't take a play off. When you take a play off, that defensive line and those linebackers, they're going to be coming. You got to be ready.
Eric Pay's one of your standouts on this team, headed to UND next season. What can you say about Eric and a lot of the people that are playing on the defensive side of the ball?
This is only Eric's second year of football in his whole life. Eric is an athletic freak and he's a great kid, but he's learning every day. Every play, Eric is learning. In some plays, he looks like an NFL All-American. In some plays, he looks like a kid who's only played football for 2 years. So I love Eric. Eric's effort's high. His energy's high. We're lucky to have him. So I would just, with Eric, it's kind of boom or bust right now. So that's what to expect.
You've got some senior leaders on this team, especially I looked at the offensive line. You've got, 4 of the 5 being seniors across the front. How nice is that?
Yeah, it's nice, but a lot of those kids didn't play much last year. We were kind of in the same boat last year, so luckily some of them got some reps. A couple of them started, and that was that. But, when we look at senior leaders, we got kids like our quarterback's a senior. Leo Strandell was a kid who started the last 2 years. Jack Zimmer started the last 2 years. Great senior kicker. A couple more kids on the defense. So we just look to those seniors every play to see what we got.
Sounds like you're fired up for tonight. How about the rest of them?
I'm always fired up. And these kids, hopefully they lead off our coach's energy, and we can go from there.
All right. Good luck. Have a good game tonight.
Hey, thank you.
That's Jake Schauer, the head coach at Grand Forks Central. We'll be back on our pregame show on your live event right after this.
Perfect. Thank you.
The 2023 R&J Sports Fall Sports Guide is now available in digital format. You can view the 2023 Fall Sports Guide online and on mobile by visiting rnjbroadcasting.com and clicking on the Sports Guide link. View schedules, coaches' bios, and see plenty of photos and tidbits to get ready for the fall sports seasons. The R&J Sports Fall Sports Guide is now online and available at rnjbroadcasting.com.
Back on your live event and our pregame shows. We're moving closer to kickoff between Grand Forks Central and Fargo North. Let's now take a look at tonight's starting lineups, beginning with the visitors. The Grand Forks Central Knights, led by head coach Jake Schauer, coming in with a record of 1-0. First of all, on offense for the Knights this evening, your left tackle is Landon Lima. He is a senior. Seth Fontaine is a senior at the left guard. The center is senior Matt Rothenberger. At right guard is Keegan Hauser. He is a junior, the lone junior, underclassman on that offensive line. And Hayden Olson at right tackle. He is a senior for Grand Forks Central. Wide receiver is a senior Leo Strandell. Trey Kuntz lines up at receiver position. And Eric Pay, the big wide receiver, also lined up. He is a senior. Running backs, Caden Johansson will see the majority of the carries tonight for them. He's a senior. Also senior running back Jack Simmers will see some action. And your quarterback is senior Noah Morkvie. Had a good week last week throwing the football. Morkvie going 9 of 18 for 145 yards in that win over Watford City. Defense for the Knights this evening. The defensive end, Eric Pay, and Trey Kuntz will be the other end. The nose tackle will be Seth Fontaine. Linebackers, Eli Thompson, a sophomore, getting the nod tonight. Also Anton Perales, a sophomore. Caden Johansson lines up at linebacker. Also Gabe Tandy, he is a senior at linebacker. The two corners is Bryce Griffer. He is a senior, and also junior Braden Dirks getting the start at a cornerback position. And your safeties tonight, Tyler Whalen is senior and Jack Simmers. And those are your safeties tonight for Grand Forks Central. For Fargo North, coming in also with a record of 1-0 for head coach Adam Rowland. On defense, you're going to see the safeties, Owen Boehm and Parker Dosh. Both are seniors. Peter Haugo, Joey Bjorkman, Jim Miller, and Sam Friddle, all seniors. They are your linebacking core. Cornerbacks, Peyton Trogstead, a senior, and also Carson Hannestead, a senior. Those are your cornerbacks. And meanwhile, across the front for the Spartans, Peter Davis, a senior, Xavier Buckmiller, and Caden Zeller lining up in front on the Fargo North defense. On offense for the Spartans tonight, across the front, Jackson Heganis is a senior. Jordan Zander is senior. The center is Kaysen Dick. He is a senior. Jack Miller lining up at the right guard position, and Xavier Buckmiller lining up at the right tackle. Dave Schilling at a wide receiver position. Jim Miller at running back. Ethan Welk, the senior quarterback, he'll be running the show tonight. Peter Haugo, the NDSU commit, lines up at the other running back spot. Carter Zeller at tight end. Jeremiah Santa, wide receiver, and Caden Rasmussen, a junior wide receiver. That's how the Fargo North offense will look tonight, and Max Waters will be your kicker tonight, or Watson rather, will be your kicker tonight for Fargo North. Both kickers, watching them in the pregame show. Wilbur also for Grand Forks Central. Both kickers, pretty good range, pretty good legs on them. And tell you what, attempting field goals possibly from as far as 50 yards out tonight might be a possibility with this wind. It is a very breezy night here at Spartan Stadium here on the campus of Fargo North High School. It is a north wind blowing from my left to right. And it's going to make for an interesting contest here if we get into a close game. Other games going on tonight in Class AA across the state. Devil's Lake taking on Wapaton. Fargo South is at Williston tonight. Dickinson is at West Fargo Horace. Jamestown at Grand Forks Red River. Valley City at Turtle Mountain Community in Rowlett. And Hazen playing at Watford City tonight. Also want to touch on the realignment thing going on in the state that took place over this summer. Certainly a new look to what the playoffs are going to look like. Enrollments have changed. That means 4 classes in North Dakota again. They've maybe changed, but they've all been renamed. So now this season, you're looking at a 9-man, a single A, a double A, and a triple A. And don't forget, there's going to be a handful of 6-man football teams out there also out on the prairie. Realignment may be opening up some new opportunities for schools to truly be able to compete for a state championship. And what doesn't change, however, still 4 championships being decided on November 10th. That will be at the Dakota Bowl. I want to thank some of our sponsors that are helping us out tonight. Be listening up for our halftime show, sponsored by First Class Mortgage. Our postgame show tonight by Tommy's Express Car Wash. Our energy player of the game, we'll be announcing that player in our postgame show. That brought to you by Enbridge. And then our precision play of the game brought to you by RDK Enterprises of Hillsboro and Drayton. So we'll certainly keep an eye on that. Teams are lining up on their respective goal lines, but ready to go with our starting lineups here as they will announce those out on the field tonight. Thanks for joining us tonight here on your live event. Nice night for football, a little breezy out there, but the sun is shining and certainly been a nice break from what we've seen weather-wise the last couple days. Just that extreme heat. Talking to Jake Schauer before the game, he just mentioned it was 100 degrees. There was like no air whatsoever out in Watford City. Last week. He said it was just absolutely stifling out there. So that was a bit of a problem, but they got through it. Grand Forks Central coming up with a 30-6 victory over Watford City, and Fargo North coming up with a 42-0 victory over Horace in their opening game. Waiting for Fargo North to make their entrance back out onto the field tonight to get things moving along. We're going to take a short break. Back with more in a minute.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to North High Field for tonight's.
You're listening to high school football on your live event.
Featuring our guests, the Grand Forks.
For 20 years, 702 Communications has been connecting people and businesses to the world through internet, telephone, and TV. And as your needs have changed, so has 702. Our dedication to our community and customers runs deep. So when you call, we listen. And you can trust that we'll never stop working to bring the latest technology to our friends and neighbors. Thank you for 20 years in business. The best is yet to come.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms, saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage. Our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
I'm Darian Bitts. I'm confident on and off the field. And when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
I'm Doug Gray. I'm confident during the performance and when it's time for college. I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Every farmer has a good story about picking rocks. Want to hear ours? To this day, we pick rocks on our founder's farm, and they go into every Bell Bank branch we build. How's that for rock-solid commitment?
Every bank wants you to open an account. Then along come sneaky fees. Sneaky, sneaky. If you hate sneaky fees, switch to Bell Bank. We give sneaky fees the boot. Bell Bank.
Bob Rohr's back with you at Fargo North High School. Fargo North, the Spartans taking on the Grand Forks Central Knights. Both teams coming in 1-0. North with a victory last Friday night over Horace. First varsity football game in Horace history. North coming away with a victory, 42-0. Grand Forks Central traveling, making that 6-hour road trip out to Watford City and coming away with a victory, 30-6, the final score there. Both coaches coming away encouraged very much so by what they saw in the opening game, getting a lot of players into the game. Again, just trying to rotate bodies in. We expect to see some of that tonight too. Heat maybe not so much a factor compared to what we've seen here the past couple days. Nice breeze coming out of the north. May affect the kicking game a little bit as we go through the starting lineups here for Grand Forks Central. Central won the toss. They defer to the second half, so Fargo North is going to be receiving.
At linebacker, a sophomore, number 26, Eli Thompson.
And Grand Forks Central making sure that they're kicking with the wind at their back here in the early quarters. So if they get a stop on defense right away, they're going to force North to punt that ball away into that wind and hopefully get some good field position out of the deal.
At linebacker is senior number 21, Gabe Tandy.
So again, the Central defense across the front, Eric Pay, the UND commit. Heard in our pregame show with Coach Jake Schauer mentioning this is only Eric's second year of playing football, but just an incredible freak of an athlete, outstanding athlete, dominant on the basketball floor as well. Pay is the senior. Seth Fontaine will be your nose tackle. Trey Kuntz will line up at the other defensive end spot. The linebackers for Grand Forks Central, Eli Thompson, just a sophomore, and Anton Perales, just a sophomore. They will line up at linebacker, along with two seniors, Caden Johansson and Gabe Tandy. The cornerbacks, Bryce Griffer and Braden Dirks. And the safeties are Tyler Whalen and Jack Simmers. That is the defense tonight, how Grand Forks Central will start off the evening. As we get ready to watch Fargo North be introduced coming out here. Crowd trickling in here to Spartan Stadium. Fargo North coming in ranked number 1. Remember, they lost this great second half of the season for the Spartans, finishing the year at 7-5 and a runner-up finish at state. Tough loss to Jamestown, but a lot of experience coming back. It's one thing that Adam Rowland definitely excited about, just a lot of senior leaders that definitely bought into the offseason, working hard. A lot of multi-sport athletes here, and of course Fargo North's basketball team coming up with that state championship in Class AA, or Class A last year, I should say. The offense for Fargo North, Jackson Hagenis at tackle, Xavier Buckmiller at tackle, Jordan Zander and Jack Miller are your two guards, and Kason Dick will be the center tonight. Running backs, Peter Haugo and Jim Miller, Dave Schilling, Carter Zeller, Jeremiah Sem, Caden Rasmussen all lining up in wide receiver positions and a tight end respectively. And the quarterback will be senior Ethan Welk. Got a lot of experience last season. Learned a lot, improved a lot as the season went on. And now he's running the show here for Fargo North in his senior year. Ethan Welk wearing number 7. Comes out, Alan Rowland, your head coach. Been here a few years, done a nice job of building this program back up again on the north side of Fargo. Officiating crew making their way out, getting set to go here with our opening kickoff.
Referee Jim Green, umpire Tom Schuckman.
Bob Roach with you tonight on the play-by-play call. Joey Hughes, kind of our on-site producer, running camera for us tonight. Thanks, Joey. Always a good job by Joey. The best silent color commentator in the business, as I like to say. A lot of folks from Grand Forks Central made the trip down as well. It's going to be a fun night of football all across the state of North Dakota. And thanks for joining us tonight here on your live event. Central's going to kick it off. Ross Wilbur is a senior soccer player, 5'9", 155, getting set to tee it up. Plenty of leg on that young man. He's going to handle the punting duties as well. North is going to be receiving the opening kick. Central in their road white jerseys, maroon helmets, maroon pants, maroon numerals. Spartans coming out in all navy blue. Yellow numbers, yellow trim, navy blue helmets. That big Spartan logo on the side. Getting set to kick it off here, week number 2 of high school football in the state of North Dakota.
It's time to start the home portion of the 23 season.
Parker Dosh standing his own goal line. This one may fly over his head the way that wind is blowing tonight. The flag's above the goalpost, nearly straight out. Everybody up for the kickoff. Wilbur getting set. And we're underway. Good strong kick inside the 5. Dosh is going to let that one bounce into the end zone for a touchback. And the Spartans will start 1st and 10.
That's a touchback.
Ethan Welk, the senior, Peter Haugo, Jim Miller, the 2 running backs, key players, key performers for the Spartans last season. Haugo, an NDSU commit as a linebacker. 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. As the Spartans come in from the sideline, ready to get going with this ball game. Spreading out receivers. One wide on each side. Now motion coming back to the near side. That's Sam Adams Vandal. Here's a handoff up the middle. This is Haugo trying to break through. Maybe getting a yard, maybe 2. Nice job by Grand Forks Central stacking that one up. Coming off the bottom of the pile. It's Caden Johansson coming up from his linebacker spot, but they got a nice push up front. Brings it up now 2nd down and 8. Just underway. Receivers split to each side. Out of the shotgun. Welk play action. Rolling, looking downfield, throws, pass incomplete, not a chance. Good coverage on the play, looking for David Schilling. Jack Simmers there on the coverage. Brings up now 3rd down and 8, 3rd and long situation out of the gate here. So just what Grand Forks Central was hoping for defensively. They get that stop, force the Spartans to punt into the wind. Schilling comes wide to the near side. Getting the spot correct. Hago and Miller, the two running backs. Well, play action out of the shotgun. Pressured, throws, pass is incomplete. Off the fingertips of Joe Rose, falls incomplete, and a punting situation out of the gate here for Fargo North. Owen Boehm getting set to kick this one away.
Owen Beam into punt.
Grand Forks Central standing back around their own 40-yard line. Punting into the wind. Boehm, end-over-end kick. Bounces at about the 45-yard line of Fargo North. Dangerous play, but he picks it up, the return man. Short return on the play. Tyler Whalen on that short return, the sophomore, brings it out to about the 46-yard line, and that's where Grand Forks Central will start, 1st and 10. Their first possession of the ball game. Not even a minute gone here in the opening quarter. 11:02 remaining in the first. Noah Morkvee, the quarterback. 9 of 18 last week for 145 yards. Spread the ball around a little bit to multiple receivers. One receiver to the far side of the field, or two to the far side, I should say. Handling the snap, Morkvee looking, he's in trouble, taken down hard. Kind of bobbled the snap, and all over it was Sam Friddle. Sam Friddle all over that play. Good pressure also coming up by Xavier Buckmiller, making that stop.
That's a loss of 5.
Loss of 5 on the play. Costly brings up 2nd down at 15. Certainly not the start Grand Forks Central was looking for. 2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side. Now motion. Back to the far side. Morkvee, the left-hander, throws. Pass caught. That's Simmers. Simmers breaks the tackle, gets 5 of those back, maybe a gain of 6 on the play. Peyton Trogstad making the stop over there for the Spartans. Shy of the first down, going to bring up 3rd down and 9.
3rd down and 9.
And Grand Forks Central with some athletes over there. Eric Pay checks into the game. Pay lining up at a tight end position. One of the bigger kids on this roster for Central. Tight set, 2 receivers to the far side. And motion, Pay jumped. Lost track of the count, that's going to cost him 5 yards. First penalty of the game going against the Knights.
That'll make it 3rd down and 14.
Make it now 3rd down and 14. Certainly a throwing situation here. Morkvee brings him up. 2 receivers to the near side. Simmers and Leo Strandell. Motion by Durrick's pass, deflected and knocked down. Nice job there. Peter Hago got his hands up, blitzing on the outside. No chance. And Central's going to have to punt this one away. Nice defensive effort there by the Spartans.
Let's give it up for your Spartan defense.
Caden Rasmussen, Parker Dosh dropping back deep here in the punting situation for the Spartans near their own 25-yard line.
Ross Wilbur in punt formation.
And Ross Wilbur getting set to punt this one away.
Dosh and Rasmussen back to receive.
Snap is clean. Punts away, taking advantage of the win. It's going to be Rasmussen. Across his own 30. Nice return. Out to his own 34-yard line, and that's where the Spartans will start their second set of downs here on the night.
Return of about 8 yards. 1st and 10 Spartans at their own 34-yard line.
9:09 remaining here in the opening quarter. Fargo North seeing if they can create a little more offense than they were able to in the first set of downs. Hago, Miller, the 2 running backs. Here's Hago, straight up the middle. Short gain on the play, gets across the 35-yard line ahead, almost the 37. That's where they're going to mark him. Gain of 3 on the play. Brings up now 2nd down and 7. Pass deflected that last set of downs. That was actually Jim Miller, the linebacker, coming up and making the play. Welk pitching outside. Halgo again. Nice rumble. He's got a first down out across the 45-yard line.
Brought down by Trey Coots. But not until a gain of 8 makes it a Spartan and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
So 1st and 10 for the Spartans. From their own 45. Halgo and Miller, the 2 setbacks. Welk, handoff. It's Halgo again. Straight up the middle. Got a nice hole. Cross midfield. Gain of 9 on the play. You're going to be a yard shy of the first down. Nice strong run by Peter Halgo. 7:54 remaining here in the opening quarter.
2nd down and 1.
Brings up just a 2nd down and 1. Peter Halgo, just such a strong back. Pretty much a north-south guy. Halgo now the lone setback. Sam out to the wide side. Welk looking, throwing, over the middle. Pass intercepted. Picked off by Leo Strandell. Taken down by Sam. Leo Strandell gets the first turnover of the game. Picks it off and then taken down at his own 33-yard line. So the first turnover.
Central takes over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
And Grand Forks Central starting 1st and 10.
Folks, 701 Eateries is proud to be a supporter and sponsor of Fargo North Athletics. Before every home game, visit their rooftop patio, where portions of the sales go straight back to the football team. 701 Eateries.
So we got 2 receivers split to the near side. 1st and 10 for the Knights. Handoff, nearly stripped of the football there. Caden Johansson getting the carry. Not much going. Maybe even a loss of 1 on the play. Oh, he did get out across the, they mark him across the 35. Oh, it is a loss of 1. Loss of 1. Back brings up now 2nd down and 11. Johansson, a nice night carrying the football last Friday, 95 yards. It was a strong running game. Simmers had a nice ball game carrying also. 2nd down and 11 from their own 32. Motion by Kuntz. Here's a sweep to the other side, and he's loose. This is Johansson breaking tackles, finally taken down at the 40-yard line of Fargo North. That was the big play capability we've been looking for, and Caden Johansson breaks the first long run of the game. 1st and 10, Knights from the Fargo North 40-yard line. 6:32 remaining opening quarter. Hurry-up offense for the Knights. Strandell comes to the near side. Kuntz in motion. Johansson again, going to try the left side, taken down. No chance there. That's big Peter Davis.
Brought down by Xavier Buckmiller.
Peter Davis, 6'5", 305. He's an absolute load trying to move on the inside. Davis, that big nose tackle. Loss of 3 on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 13. Strandell and Simmers both coming to the near side. Shotgun formation again for Morkvee. Showing blitz. Morkvee's toss. Short hop. They say he caught the ball. Strandell scooped it off the turf. I thought that maybe bounced into his hands, but they give him a catch on the play. Maybe not one that you wanted to catch. Losing more yardage on the play, pushing him all the way back to the 47-yard line. Now brings up a 3rd down and 17. Nice hands there, but maybe not a good time to catch the ball. Approaching 5 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Morkvee brings him up. Got to hurry to get this one off. And a timeout being called by Jake Showers. So Grand Forks Central will take a timeout. We will take a timeout as well. 0-0 our score here at Fargo North between the Spartans and Grand Forks Central. Back in a moment. You're watching high school football on your live event.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in North Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the NDHSAA and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Keep your job site stocked with reliable service from Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters. Our team specializes in everything concrete. That means hand tools and equipment, rebar of all shapes and sizes, concrete forming packages and ICFs, decorative concrete materials like color, stain, sealers, and coatings. And let's not forget our impressive fleet of winter construction equipment to keep the concrete flowing all year round. If you've got concrete questions, we've got concrete answers at Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters. Visit us today at any of our 6 locations.
Back at Fargo North. 3rd down and 17 for Grand Forks Central coming out of that timeout. Morkvee out of the shotgun. Left-hander looking. Now throws deep down the sideline with the wind at his back. Downfield. Pass is tipped. Incomplete. Leo Strandell having to play defensive back on that one. No chance at catching it. But just making sure that Carson Hannestead did not come up with that interception. So punting situation coming up again here for Grand Forks Central. 4:53 remaining here, opening quarter.
Rasmussen and Dosh back again.
Ross Wilbur back one more time. Parker Dosh.
Ross Wilbur set to punt.
Caden Rasmussen both back deep. Gets the punt away. Nice tight spiral. Going for the corner. This one is rolling. Is it going to die? No. It's going to roll into the end zone. Central could not get down there in time. So a touchback coming. And the Spartans will take over at their own 20-yard line. Let's take a short break. You're watching high school football on your live event.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Now is the time to take note of any issues you may have experienced with your planter while it's fresh in your mind. We can come out, walk the fields with you, and talk over these concerns and put a plan together. For a limited time, save $50 per row when you buy Delta Force from RDK Enterprises. Cash discounts are also available upon qualifying purchase. Take advantage of these discounts and contact us today. RDK Enterprises, 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Back at Fargo North, 1st down carry by Peter Hago straight up the middle. And a gain of just over 6 yards on the play. Call it almost 7, so it brings up a 2nd down and 3. Hago with some nice strong runs right up the middle tonight. 4:22 remaining here, opening quarter. 0-0 our score. Third possession of the night for Fargo North. Last one ended up in an interception. Here's Welk, handoff. This is Hago again, works his way through. He's got a 1st down out across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Tyler Whaling coming up from his safety spot to make the stop, but it's good enough for a 1st down here for Peter Hago.
That's a gain of 4 on
getting the majority of the carries tonight.
Spartan and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
So 1st and 10. Welk again out of the shotgun, looking, pass, caught, out on the wing. And another 1st down. Nice reception there by David Schilling on the outside. Just that short passing game is going to get just enough for that 1st down across his 40 to the 41-yard line. So consecutive 1st downs here for the Spartans. They've got something going here. 3:33 remaining opening quarter.
At their own 42-yard line.
Sem and Schilling, the two receivers, split wide. Handoff, Haugo straight up the middle. He's loose. Across the 45, across the 50. Peter Haugo straight up the middle. At the 30-yard line, Peter Haugo will score. Touchdown. 58-yard touchdown run, Peter Haugo.
That went 58 yards for your Spartan score.
Waiting for that home run hitter, and there it was. 58-yard touchdown run by Haugo. And now Max Watson coming on to attempt that extra point. Senior kicker. Snap is clean. Extra point is good. And with 3:06 remaining here in the opening quarter, Fargo North draws first blood. Spartan 7 and Grand Forks Central nothing. We will take a short break. You're watching high school football on your live event.
The 2023 R&J Sports Fall Sports Guide is now available in digital format. You can view the 2023 Fall Sports Guide online and on mobile by visiting rnjbroadcasting.com and clicking on the Sports Guide link. View schedules, coaches' bios, and see plenty of photos and tidbits to get ready for the fall sports seasons. The R&J Sports Fall Sports Guide is now online and available at rnjbroadcasting.com.
Back on your live event, Bob Roards with you at Fargo North High School. Spartans have just taken a 7-0 lead on a 58-yard touchdown run by Peter Haugo and a Max Watson extra point. 7-0, Fargo North. Max Watson getting set to kick it away here, standing his own 40-yard line. Jack Simmers, Tyler Whalen back deep to receive this kick for Grand Forks Central. Watson's kick into the wind. This is going to be Simmers from his own 7-yard line. Simmers breaking. Now straight up the middle and taken down. Runs into a wall of blue jerseys there. Nice job by the Spartans. Sam Adams Vandal coming up with a stop there and a host of others. Kick return out to about the 25-yard line, and that's where Grand Forks Central will start first and 10. Just inside of 3 minutes to go here till halftime. 2:57 exactly on the clock.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Night so far, one good run by Kana Johansson. That's been about it on offense. Not a whole lot more generated. One penalty. And a lot of tackles for losses. Here's Johansson's carry up the middle. Not a chance. Maybe a loss of 2 on the play. Nice job again. Good inside pressure. Defensive line doing a nice job stacking things up, and those linebackers and D-backs able to come up and make some stops. Brings up second down at 12. This has been kind of a recurring theme here in the opening quarter for Grand Forks Central. Morkvee brings him up. Simmers wide to the far side. Strandell to the near side. Motion by Kuntz. Screen pass, not a chance. Johansson had that one thrown at his ankles. Morkvee maybe realizing that there wasn't going to be a whole lot there. Figured it was better just to kind of throw it down into the turf. So now 3rd and 12 coming up here. Another 3rd and long for Grand Forks Central. Spartans rotating some bodies in and out. Adam Rowland indicated that was going to be the case tonight. It was the case last week. It was a pretty extreme heat for them. Both coaches, trainers going to be busy tonight just making sure that players are staying hydrated out there. Morkvee on a 3rd and 12 out of the shotgun. Receiver split wide both sides. Morkvee to throw. Left-hander slings it out. Pass is caught. That's Simmers now looking to break a tackle. He's loose. Got the first down and more. Taken down across midfield. Jack Simmers on the reception. First down, Grand Forks Central. Big play there. Simmers takes it out across the 50-yard line, finally taken down at the Spartan 48. First down, Grand Forks Central. 1:57 to go here till halftime. Wind picks up a little bit. You can maybe hear it.
That's a gain of about 29 yards. Central first down, 1st and 10 at the Spartans' 48-yard line.
Morkby with 2 receivers to the near side. Johansson going to try the left side. Breaks 1 tackle, slips away. He's got a first down at sideline. Finally taken down inside the 30 at the Spartan 27. Call it the 26-yard line. Kana Johansson breaking off another run.
That's a gain of 22.
So the Knights have come back with a couple big plays on offense. And another first down, 1:49. Clock continues to run here in the first quarter. Looked like North had that play pretty much strung out to the left side. And Jack Simmers now. Call it maybe a wildcat set here. Motion by Kuntz. Simmers going to take it himself. Trying to turn the corner. Can he get around? Needs a block on the outside. He got one. It's going to be a blindside hit. Simmers goes down. It's going to be a loss of 1 on the play, but they're going to get.
There are flags on the play.
That's going to be Tyler Whalen coming up with a personal foul. It's one of those things that officials have been schooled on. Player safety being the main priority here. So it's a crackback block being called on Whalen.
Personal foul on the Knights.
Had Whalen simply come up and stood in front of the defender and put his arms up in front of him and not lowered the shoulder at all, it would have been a clean block. Instead, he's going to get flagged, and that's going to be 15 yards. That's costly. They'll replay the down.
To the Spartan 41-yard line.
All the way back to the 41-yard line now. I'm sure Jake Schauer may be having some conversations with the official on the far side of the field. Flag came on this side of the field. And now Morkby back in the game on a first down and 25. Very tight set here for the Knights. Need to just simply chip away at some yardage. Johansson moves to the other side for pass protection. Need to get this play off. Maybe got away with some motion. Morkby's going to carry himself. No, just a good fake. Johansson the carry inside the 40-yard line down to about the 37-yard line. Short gain. Going to remain second down and long here in 38 seconds as clock continues to tick away.
That's a gain of 4 yards, bringing up second down and 21 at the Spartan 37-yard line.
Gain of 4 on the play. Second down and 21. Probably the last play of the quarter if they don't throw the ball. Spartan, or rather Central pass incomplete. Looking for Simmers on the outside.
Pass.
Carson Hannestead on the covers, but in and out of the hands of Jack Simmers. Should have had it. Jack will be the first one to tell you. Now it's going to bring up a 3rd and 21. 8 seconds remaining here in the quarter. Body shuffling in and out here for North. Jim Miller checking in for the Spartans. Simmer to the near side. Strandell to the far side of the field. Morkby's going to throw. Feeling pressure, throws one down the far sideline. Pass incomplete, too far away, looking for Strandell down around the 10-yard line. Pass falls incomplete, now brings up a 4th down and 21. And again, you got that strong leg of Wilbur. This would be quite the effort, though. You're going to be looking at about a 55-yarder, even with the wind at your back. I'll tell you what, if he misses, it ends up being a touchback, and North ends up taking the ball at their own 20-yard line anyway. And that's exactly what they're doing. So Wilbur coming in. Ross Wilbur, senior kicker, 5'9", 155. And now a legal substitution being called. It's going to cost Grand Forks Central 5 more yards. So they didn't get players in on time. Had 12 men on the field, didn't get them off in time. Now does that change the idea of what they're going to do? Maybe not. Because like I said, Wilbur's got plenty of leg to kick this one through the end zone, even if he doesn't get it through the uprights. Punting situation. They are going to punt it away. Wilbur back to kick this one, standing about his own 45-yard line. Punt gets blocked. It is blocked. North is recovered, and North may rumble for a touchdown here. North may rumble for the touchdown. Xavier Buckmiller got it off the block kick, and he goes in for a touchdown. Xavier Buckmiller, how about that?
Xavier Buckmiller.
They block the punt. Buckmiller comes up with the loose ball, and he rumbles.
Every lineman's dream.
I'm going to call it a 48-yard return. Buckmiller, a 48-yard return on the final play of the quarter. He's going to be talking about this one for a long time. Let's call it a 48-yard
Watson to kick.
return off the block kick. Max Watson in to attempt the extra point. What a turn of events that was to close out the first quarter. Watson's extra point attempt is up, and it's good. And after one quarter, shocking development here off that 48-yard return. Fargo North now 14 and Grand Forks Central nothing. We'll be back with more from Fargo North in a moment. You're listening to high school football on your live event.
For 20 years, 702 Communications has been connecting people and businesses to the world through internet, telephone, and TV. And as your needs have changed, so has 702. Our dedication to our community and customers runs deep. So when you call, we listen. And you can trust that we'll never stop working to bring the latest technology to our friends and neighbors. Thank you for 20 years in business. The best is yet to come.
Bob Roar's back with you. It's 14-0 our score. 58-yard touchdown run by Peter Haugo to start things off for North, and then the blocked punt by Fargo North. And Xavier Buckmiller coming up with the return. The great scoop and score, going 48 yards off that block. Max Watson the extra point. 14-0. Fargo North leading here as we get set to go. Max Watson's ensuing kickoff going out the back of the end zone. So 1st and 10 now for Grand Forks Central. A timeout being called by Fargo North. Adam Rowland wants to talk things over. So we will take a break. Just getting started in quarter number 2. 14-0. Fargo North leading Grand Forks Central. You're watching high school football on your live event.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community. One that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms. Saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage. Our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
14-0 our score. Fargo North leading Grand Forks Central, 1st and 10. Central here as we get going in the second quarter. Here's Morkvy's pass. Caught on the dropped out of the hands of Jack Simmers. That's 2 consecutive passes to Simmers going right through his hands. So brings up now 2nd down and 10. So just getting started here in the second quarter. Peter Haugo, 58-yard touchdown run for the first score for Fargo North tonight. Then Xavier Buckmiller off the block punt, doing the scoop and score thing from 48 yards away. Max Watson with a couple extra points, and that's where we are at 14-0. Morkvy out of the shotgun. Caden Johansson behind him. Kuntz going in motion. Here's the handoff. Johansson going to try the right side this time. Taken down on the play.
Johansson on the carry, brought down immediately.
Nice job there. Nice coverage. Billy Ward coming up, the 6'1", 200-pound sophomore, getting some playing time tonight from a linebacker position. Fought his way through. Nice job by the sophomore. Brings up now 3rd down and 10. So for Grand Forks Central, the whole idea of deferring to the second half was making sure that they could hopefully force Fargo North to punt the ball. And they did. Worked the first couple series. Did not work very well on that 3rd series. Morkvy, play action. Looking deep down the middle, hanging up in the air for Simmers and almost got his hands on it, but 3 blue shirts around him. Nice coverage there. Parker Dosh. Peyton Trogstead there also. Nice coverage on the play. And brings up another punting situation. Let's see if this goes better for Grand Forks Central this time as Wilbur drops back, standing near his own 10-yard line. Got to get those up backs a little further up. That was maybe part of the problem there. Spiral kick towards the far sideline. Central maybe should have let that one bounce a few more times. They finally recovered. First touch coming at about the 45-yard line of Fargo North. So the Spartans good field position, leading 14-0. Don't forget our halftime show coming up. Brought to you by First Class Mortgage. First Class Mortgage is more than just their company name. It's the way they do business. Whether you're buying a new home or refinancing your existing mortgage, their dedicated team takes the time to understand your financial situation. They provide first-class service, first-class knowledge, and a first-class experience at the lowest interest rates. For more information, go online to firstclasscorp.com. 10:59 remaining here in the second quarter. 14-0 Fargo North. Ethan Welk brings him up, the senior quarterback. Hago and Miller, the running backs. Hago again, straight up the middle. Fights his way across the 40-yard line down to the 39. 5-yard gain on the play.
Down by the Knights. Gabriel DiNicola. That's a gain of 4, bringing up 2nd down and 6.
And call it a gain of 4. They mark it right on the 40-yard line. So call it now 2nd down and 6 for the Spartans. Ranked number 1 in the state, Class AA. Coming into this game, Grand Forks Central coming in ranked 5th after their 30-6 win over Watford City last weekend. Shotgun again. Well, tight set for the Spartans. Give it to Hago one more time. Cross the 40, cross the 35, 30, 20. He's going to beat everybody down. No, he's not. Jack Simmers hanging on for dear life, preventing that touchdown. Another nice run by Peter Hago. Strong blocking up front by the Spartans. Hago able to break another one. 1st and 10 Spartans at the 19-yard line of Grand Forks Central. Hago breaking loose here.
14-yard line.
Brings up a 1st and 10. Fargo and Miller the backs. Miller the up back. Welk out of the shotgun. Receiver split wide each side. Handoff to Miller this time. Cuts inside the 10. Fights his way. He's inside the 5-yard line. Down to the 9. He's very close to a 1st down. Not sure they're going to give it to him. Going to mark him just shy of the 1st down. So going to bring up 2nd down. Less than a yard, maybe a foot. We're inside of 10 minutes to go here until halftime. Good, solid ball control offense. Lone turnover in this game, an interception thrown by Ethan Welk. Leo Strandell, the interception. Under center for the first time tonight. Here's Welk, handoff. This is Fargo, dances his way inside the 5, fights down to about the 3-yard line. But he's got the 1st down. Going to bring up a 1st and goal here for Fargo North, leading 14-0.
Bryce Griffor on the tackle. In on the tackle.
Does Welk stay out of the shotgun, or does he stay under center? Let's take a look here.
At the 2-yard line.
Spartan offensive line just getting very good push tonight. Fargo the deep back, standing at about his own 10. Welk out of the shotgun. Option, pitches to Fargo, turns inside. He's going to walk into the end zone for his 2nd score of the night. Peter Fargo, 3-yard touchdown run. And the Spartans have tacked on one more. It's 20-0 Spartans.
Welk set to hold.
I'll go a 3-yard run. Max Watson on to attempt the extra point. Ethan Welk on the hold. Snap is clean, holds good, kick is up. And good with 9:01 remaining here. Until halftime, our score, Fargo North 21 and Grand Forks Central nothing. We'll take a short break. Back in 1 minute. You're watching high school football on your live event.
I'm Darian Bitts. I'm confident on and off the field. And when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
I'm Doug Gray. I'm confident during the performance and when it's time for college. I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
The ensuing kickoff, North leading 21-0, and Max Watson sends this one again out the backside of the end zone. And Grand Forks Central will take possession, trailing 21-0, starting 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Halftime show coming up, brought to you by First Class Mortgage. Recap the scoring for it. We can find some stats. We'll do that. Can't tell you Peter Fargo with 2 touchdowns on the night. And a lot of yards, nearly hitting the 100-yard mark already tonight. 1st and 10 for the Knights from their own 20-yard line. Motion by Kuntz. Handoff. Johansson's going to try the middle. He gets bottled. Ball's loose. North's got it. Johansson had it pop free. I believe that was Sam Friddle getting a hand on the football, popped it loose, and North recovers. And more great. Joe Bjorkman coming up with that recovery. So Friddle the strip, Bjorkman the recovery. And Fargo North in business once again with 8:56 remaining till halftime. 1st and 10 from the Grand Forks Central 24-yard line. So starting at the 24. Welk brings him up again. Miller, Hugo, the backs. Welk throwing, caught. Short gain on the play. That's Carter Zeller, his first catch on the night. Zeller, the 6'6", 225-pound senior. Hauls that one in. Short gain on the play.
Check that 3, making it 2nd down and 7.
Gain of 3 they're calling it, so it brings up 2nd down and 7 here for the Spartans. More bodies rolling in and out. Joe Rose checking back into the game. Sam Adams-Vandal coming out. Inside of 8.5 to go till halftime. Schilling comes wide to the near side. Welk, handoff. This is Hugo again. Cross the 20, cross the 15, works his way. He's got another first down. Peter Hugo carrying to about the 13-yard line.
Tyler Whalen in on the tackle.
Tyler Whalen coming up from his safety position on the stop for Grand Forks Central.
That's a gain of
more changes coming.
8 yards, making another Spartan.
Noah Riley checking in. Joe Brookman checking back in for the Spartans on offense. Warm nights, trying to get some bodies worked in and out. Keeping everybody as fresh as you can. Tough keeping everybody hydrated. Here's Schilling to the near side. On a 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. Here's Miller this time. Jim Miller carries inside the 10-yard line. Falls ahead to about the 8. Nice first down carry there by Jim Miller.
That's a gain of 5.
Miller, a 6-foot, 205-pound senior. Maybe the most senior-dominated team in the state of North Dakota. That might be a very fair guess. A lot of seniors with experience playing in this game. Again, North coming up short in the state championship game last year that lost to Jamestown. But looking great tonight. Here's Ethan Welk throwing for the corner. Jeremiah Sem is there, and he overshot him. Looking for Sem on just the fade route to the corner. That one goes incomplete. Brings up 2nd down and 5. Not a bad time to take a shot. Welk knowing that he had him. Just threw it too far. Sem, a great athlete. I'd be willing to guess any jump ball in the corner of the end zone. I'm going to put my money on Jeremiah Sem to make that catch. 3rd down and 5, just inside of 7 minutes to go here till halftime. Miller, now the trailing back. Welk's going to try the option to that side. He's going to keep it himself inside the 5-yard line. Powers down to the 1. That's going to be enough for a first down. Doesn't get in the end zone. But Ethan Welk with a nice carry. Good for a first down. And setting the Spartans up for a 1st and goal. Ethan doesn't call his own number very often. And Central did a nice job stringing that play out as best as they could. Nonetheless, Ethan Welk able to come up with the first down. So 1st and goal now from the 2-yard line. Spartans already leading 21-0. Welk under center. Just the 2nd time tonight we've seen that. Handoff. It's Miller up the middle, and did he get in? They say no. Looking for that push. They say he did not get in. Boy, I thought he crossed the goal line from my vantage point here. Refs were right on it, though. Right on the goal line. They say he did not get there. He needed 2. He got 1.5. So brings up 2nd down and goal. Clock continues to run now. 5:56 to go until halftime.
At about the foot line.
Welk again going under center. I formation behind him. Miller's the deep back. They'll try him again. Straight up the middle. And this time he got in. Touchdown Spartans. Jim Miller, the senior, goes in from 1 yard away.
For another Spartan score.
Pushes the Spartan lead now to 27-0. Max Watson on to attempt the extra point.
Max Watson with the attempt.
Ball's down, kick is up, and good.
Watson's done it again.
And with 5:34 remaining here until halftime, Fargo North now leading Grand Forks Central 28-0. We'll take a break. Back with more. You're watching high school football on your live event.
Every farmer has a good story about picking rocks. Want to hear ours? To this day, we pick rocks on our founder's farm, and they go into every Bell Bank branch we build. How's that for rock-solid commitment?
Every bank wants you to open an account. Then along come sneaky fees. Sneaky, sneaky. If you hate sneaky fees, switch to Bell Bank. We give sneaky fees the boot. Bell Bank.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in North Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the NDHSAA and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Max Watson's kick going out the back of the end zone. Third straight time we've seen that tonight. And Grand Forks Central start 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line, trailing 28-0. All Fargo North here in the first half. That last drive, 24 yards following the fumble by Caden Johansson. The recovery by Joe Bjorkman of Fargo North. And a few plays later, North is able to punch this one in with Jim Miller going in from a yard out. Max Watson, another PAT. So 28-0 our score. And 5:34 remaining here in our first half. Morkvee brings him up. Senior quarterback, 2 receivers to the near side. That's Simmers and Strandell. Morkvee, handoff. Johansson again. Gets across the 20. Boy, met by a whole host of jerseys there. Noah Abrahamson, 5'9", 240-pound senior. One of the blue jerseys there. Joe Rose in on the stop as well for the Spartans. Jake Schauer and his staff for Grand Forks Central certainly looking to make some adjustments at halftime. How do you slow down that running attack in Peter Haugo? Big mistake with the block punt in that first half that was returned for a touchdown. Last play of the first quarter. Crazy night already here at Fargo North. Morkvee to throw on 2nd down. Pass caught on the outside. Trey Kuntz making the catch. Couldn't keep his feet, unfortunately. Stretched out to catch that one and went down at the 26-yard line. So a short gain on the play. Gain of maybe 4, so going to bring up a 3rd down at 4 now. From their own 26-yard line. 4.5 minutes remaining here until halftime. 28-0 our score. Fargo North coming in, ranked number 1 in Class AA. Morkvee, 2 receivers on the near side, 2 on the far side. Again, out of the shotgun. And a whistle and a timeout being called by Jake Schauer. They're going to talk this one over, so we will take a break as well. 4:15 left to go in the second quarter. 28-0 Fargo North over Grand Forks Central. Back with more. You're watching high school football on your live event.
Keep your job site stocked with reliable service from Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters. Our team specializes in everything concrete. That means hand tools and equipment, rebar of all shapes and sizes, concrete forming packages and ICFs, decorative concrete materials like color, stain, sealers, and coatings. And let's not forget our impressive fleet of winter construction equipment to keep the concrete flowing all year round. If you've got concrete questions, we've got concrete answers at Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters. Visit us today at any of our 6 locations.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Now is the time to take note of any issues you may have experienced with your planter while it's fresh in your mind. We can come out, walk the fields with you, and talk over these concerns and put a plan together. For a limited time, save $50 per row when you buy Delta Force from RDK Enterprises. Cash discounts are also available upon qualifying purchase. Take advantage of these discounts and contact us today. RDK Enterprises, 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Back on your live event, 3rd down pass on a 3rd and 4. Pass just off the fingertips.
Bringing up 4th down.
Trey Kuntz, and Central's going to be forced to punt again here in our first half with 4:10 remaining. There's not a whole lot of offense. A couple big plays here for Central tonight. Just when they thought we had a little momentum going, just didn't turn out that way. Wilbur's kick. He's been a busy guy this evening. Punt coming down near midfield. And why Central's downing it right there at the 50, they could have let that one go a little bit. They downed it at the 50, and that's where North will start 1st and 10 here with 4:02 remaining here in the half. First Class Mortgage, sponsor of our halftime show. That's coming up. Recap the scoring, try and find you some stats if we can. First couple of drives for Fargo North tonight, a little bit of a struggle. One interception being thrown by Ethan Welk. But since then, they found that running game with Peter Haugo. So Haugo with a couple touchdowns tonight. Jim Miller tacking one on. Now it's Haugo going to be the deep back out of the shotgun. One receiver to the near side. North going to take advantage of that size advantage up front. Play action, Welk. Looking, now he's going to run straight up the middle, across the 50, falls forward, maybe a gain of 1, possibly 2.
Brought down after a short gain.
Tyler Whalen coming up from his safety spot, making the stop. 3:46 to go until halftime. Spartans up 28-0.
Gain of a couple makes it 2nd down and 8.
Schilling checking out of the game. Parker Dosh checking in. He comes wide to the near side. 2nd down and 9 for the Spartans. Haugo straight up the middle. Nice defensive stop there by Grand Forks Central. Nice job there.
By the Knights, Gabriel DiNicola.
Gabe DiNicola, the junior, 5'9", 200 pounds. Nice job standing him up. No gain on the play. Haven't said that very often tonight. Welk bringing in the play from the sideline. We're inside of 3 minutes to go until the first half ends. And a timeout being called by Fargo North. Adam Rowland wants to talk things over. 2:53 to go. Spartans leading Grand Forks Central 28-0. We'll take a short break. You're watching high school football on your live event.
The 2023 R&J Sports Fall Sports Guide is now available in digital format. You can view the 2023 Fall Sports Guide online and on mobile by visiting rnjbroadcasting.com and clicking on the Sports Guide link. View schedules, coaches' bios, and see plenty of photos and tidbits to get ready for the fall sports seasons. The R&J Sports Fall Sports Guide is now online and available at rnjbroadcasting.com.
Back at Fargo North High School, Bob Roars, Joey Hughes. Joey running the camera, getting things set up for us here tonight. Thank you, Joey. Nice job as always. 28-0 our score. Kind of a homecoming for Joey. He's a Fargo North grad, so he's more than happy to come work this game for us tonight. Joey before the game, shaking hands, kissing babies, you know, the usual routine. 2:53 to go here in the first half. 28-0. Spartans now facing a 3rd and 8. Welk to throw. Looking deep down the middle, taking that shot. Jeremiah sent off his fingertips. Leo Strandell on the coverage. Sem had people beat just off his fingertips. Nice looking toss by Welk, but it falls incomplete. Brings up a 4th down here for Fargo North, and now looking at their 2nd punt attempt of the night. Owen Boehm stepping back, the 6'3", 175 senior. Whalen back deep near his own 11-yard line. Looking for a clean snap for the 28-0 lead. It is clean. Boehm gets off a nice high spiral. Whalen calling a fair catch at his own 13-yard line.
Fair catch by the Knights.
Nice punt there by Boehm.
We'll say 34 yards.
34-yard kick he's credited with there. And 1st and 10 now for the Knights, trailing 28-0, 2:38 to go here in the first half.
10, Central at their own 14-yard line.
Wind still pretty strong out there. In fact, the flagpole just directly across from us at about the 5-yard line. That flag is almost straight out. Strong wind coming out of the north. First and 10, Knights. Trailing by 4 touchdowns. Mark V looking, the left-hander throws, pass behind. Looking for Kuntz. Kuntz was open near the 22-yard line. Would have been a nice game on the play. Instead it falls incomplete, brings up a second down and 10.
Warren Miller in on the coverage.
Mark V last week had pretty good success. Was 9 of 18 for 145 yards. Not so much tonight. Second down and 10. Two receivers to the far side of the field. It's Johansson's going to try the left side. Powers his way. He's got a first down out across the 25-yard line. Mark him to the 27 and move the chains. Nice looking running play there. And a nice run by Caden Johansson, who's broken free a couple times tonight. It's a big first down for the Knights just to get some confidence heading into halftime. So first and 10 from the 27. Good blocking out front that time by the Knights. Give some credit to their O-line. Two receivers, far side. Kuntz now in motion to the far side. Lines up as an H-back. Mark V looking to the right side. Pass caught and intercepted. Picked off by the Spartans. Nice job there. Sam Friedel. Friedel stepped in front of that pass, juggled it, and then hauled it in. Second turnover of the game for Grand Forks Central. And with 1:55 to go, Spartans again in business and trying to punch another one across now from the Grand Forks Central 31-yard line. So Grand Forks Central fumble that led to points. Now an interception. We'll see if the Spartans can cash in one more time. Handoff. Nice open field running there, trying to bust loose. Caden Rasmussen, 6 foot, 160-pound junior. Nice strong run. Just shy of a first down. Give him a gain of 9 on the play. Clock continues to run, 1:39. North has got a one timeout remaining here in the first half. See if they can bust another one. Rasmussen dotting the I out of that shotgun. Miller the up back. Schilling's on the near side. Welk's going to throw. Looking's got time. Pass is caught. That's Carter Zeller. Zeller goes in for the touchdown. 22-yard touchdown pass. Welk to Carter Zeller. Senior to senior. And it's 34-0. Twenty-two-yard completion. Watson on for the extra point try. Welk on the hold. Spot. Kick is up, and it is good. 1:09 remaining here until halftime. Our score, Fargo North 35 and Grand Forks Central nothing. We'll take a break. Back with more. You're watching high school football on your live event.
Everybody make some noise.
35-0. Spartans running away with this one early over Grand Forks Central. Max Watson's kick coming down near the goal line. That was going to sail into the end zone and out the back of the end zone again. And another 1st and 10 situation coming up here.
Another touchback for Watson.
For Grand Forks Central. Fargo North, that last score, a 22-yard touchdown pass Ethan Welk to Carter Zeller. They cashed in again on a 31-yard drive off a turnover. This time it was a Sam Friddle interception. Minute 9 left to go until the half. Central 1st and 10 from their own 20. Here's Johansson going to try the right side. Not that time. North had that one snuffed out. Joe Rose breaking, coming in from his defensive end position, making that stop. Loss of 2 on the play. Almost 3. I'm going to call it 2nd down and 13.
By Peter Davis. That's a loss of about 3, making it 2nd and 13.
So Fargo North's offense taking advantage of some turnovers here and converting those into points. Here's Johansson again. He's carrying. He's got a 1st down. Caden Johansson out across the 40-yard line. Finally stepped out of bounds, pushed out of bounds near the 43-yard line. 19 seconds remaining, but Caden Johansson, you can see that burst of speed. Once he gets to the outside, he's a dangerous back. So 1st and 10 Central. Maybe looking to throw the ball here to close things out for halftime. Finally, a little bit of breathing room. Fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 from their own 43. And a timeout being called by Fargo North. We will keep it right here. Again, 19 seconds remaining here. Halftime show coming up, sponsored by First Class Mortgage. Some other games going on tonight in Class A in the state of North Dakota. Devils Lake playing at Wahpeton. Fargo South will take on Williston. Dickinson at West Fargo Horace. Jamestown is at Grand Forks Red River tonight. Valley City traveling out to Turtle Mountain Community, playing that game in Rowlett. And Hazen making that trip out to Watford City tonight. That's the rundown in Class AA in the state of North Dakota. Again, 35-0 our score here. Upcoming games for each of these teams. Grand Forks Central getting a home game, their first home game. They're going to take on Fargo South next Friday night. That game being played at Cushman Field in Grand Forks. And actually an off week for Fargo North, and they are going to be taking on Wahpeton on the 8th of September. 19 seconds to go here till halftime. 1st and 10 for Grand Forks Central. 2 receivers split to the near side. Strandell's the closest one to you in the picture. Markvey throwing. Pass short. Tried to get to Strandell near the 50-yard line. Couldn't quite get it there. Peyton Troxted on the coverage for Fargo North, but it falls incomplete. It brings up now 2nd down and 10. Just 3 seconds running off the clock that time. Second down and 10, 35-0. Spartans racing out to that big halftime lead here. Markvey looking, right side, pass caught, out of bounds. That's Leo Strandell right at the 1st down marker, and that's going to be good for a 1st down. Nice execution on that play. Strandell running a proper route, just a simple square out. Markvey threw a bullet out there to him. Only took a couple seconds off the clock. Nice job there. So 1st and 10 from the Spartan 47. Markvey again looking towards the sideline. Simmers the catch. They're going to keep him in bounds. No, they say he stopped the clock. Might be a timeout being called, and it is. Timeout being called by Grand Forks Central. Just 6 seconds remaining. And again, we will keep it right here during the timeout. Halftime show coming up, brought to you by First Class Mortgage. Recap the scoring for you here in the first half. All Fargo North.
And that's a timeout for Central as well.
Nice crowd on hand tonight. Opening night here at Fargo North. Both coaches kind enough to do a quick interview before the game tonight, able to get some good insight on the season ahead. Adam Rowland, of course, we talked a little bit about just the confidence that his team had the second half of last season. They finished 7-5, but you think about it was just a nice run through the playoffs, getting to that title game. Just really showed some big improvement towards the end of the year. 6 seconds remaining. Second down and 5 for the Knights. Morkvee looking. Stepping up in the pocket. Ball came loose. It was taken away. Joe Rose stripped it, and he's going to go in for a touchdown on the final play of the half. We're going to call that one a 48-yard return. Joe Rose, how about that?
7 yards for the Spartan score.
Joe Rose stripped it away and rumbles 48 yards on the return. Max Watson on to attempt the extra point. Holy cow, what a turn of events.
Watson to attempt the point after.
Talk about being snake bit on the Grand Forks Central sideline tonight. Ethan Welk on the hold. Watson on for his 6th extra point of the half, and it's up, and it is good.
Watson good with the PAT.
Our score at halftime.
9-0. That's our halftime score.
Fargo North 42 and Grand Forks Central nothing. We will take a short break, recap our scoring, and when we come back, the First Class Mortgage halftime show. You're watching high school football from Fargo North on your live event.
Davis. The Spartacus dance team is
back at Fargo North High School. Bob Roars, we're at halftime here. It's our First Class Mortgage halftime show.
Locally, regionally, and nationally. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
Crazy plays in this one.
Spartacus.
We've had long touchdown runs. We've had a block punt return for a touchdown. That was the final play of the first quarter. So just some craziness going on here. Let's go ahead and recap the scoring. First of all, our halftime show brought to you by First Class Mortgage. First Class Mortgage, more than just their company name, it's the way they do business. Whether you're buying a new home or refinancing your existing mortgage, their dedicated team takes the time to understand your financial situation. They provide first-class service, first-class knowledge, and a first-class experience at the lowest interest rates. For more information, go online to firstclasscorp.com. Again, 42-0 our score. Peter Hago, a couple touchdowns here in the first half. Jim Miller coming up with a touchdown as well. It's been a good night so far for the home team as North rolling again. 42-0 last week over Horace.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Fargo North
First game in varsity history for the Horace Hawks. North coming up with that win that night. And now leading 42-0 here after one half of play. Let's recap the scoring here in that first half. Again, this is the First Class Mortgage halftime show. North takes a 7-0 lead with 3:06 remaining in the first quarter. Peter Haugo breaking loose on a 58-yard touchdown run. Max Watson adding the extra point. It was 7-0 at that point. Then on the final play, what ended up being the final play of the first quarter, Fargo North coming in, blocking a punt, and Xavier Buckmiller coming up with the recovery for Fargo North, and he rumbled 48 yards on the return. Max Watson adding the extra point. It was 14-0 at that point. Move on to the second quarter. A 45-yard drive for Fargo North was capped by a 3-yard run by Peter Haugo off the option from Welk. Max Watson the extra point. It was 21-0 at that point. And then a Caden Johansson fumble deep in Grand Forks Central territory. Fargo North recovers at the 24-yard line. And a few plays later, they're in the end zone again. Jim Miller going in from 1 yard out. Again, Watson with an extra point, and it was 28-0. That was 5:34 remaining in the first half. Then we get down. They turned it over again. Central throwing the interception. Morphy getting picked off by Sam Friddle, taken down at the 31-yard line, and a few plays later, it was again another big play for Fargo North. 1:09 remaining in the half. Ethan Welk goes 22 yards to Carter Zeller, so Welk his first touchdown pass of the night. Zeller goes in from 22 yards away. Max Watson another extra point, and it was 35-0. So that's with 1:09 left. So they kick off. They take possession again. Central comes out from their own 20-yard line, converts a first down, looking like they're going to be able to run the clock out. And then Noah Markvey goes back to pass, gets stripped on the play by Joe Rose. And Joe Rose on the final play of the first half comes up with the scoop and score, goes 48 yards for the touchdown. Watson another PAT. And just like that, it is 42-0 Fargo North, the top-ranked team in Class AA in North Dakota, 42-0 over Grand Forks Central. So we will take another short break on our halftime show. Brought to you by First Class Mortgage. We'll take a break, back in a few minutes. Recap a few more things for you, and we'll be back for the second half kickoff. You're watching high school football on your live event. Back on your live event, 42-0 our score. We are now at halftime here at Fargo North. We will get that updated for you here. Big night so far for Peter Haugo. Great job running the football. North has come up with a couple turnovers and converted both of those into points. Sam Friddle interception. Actually 3 turnovers here. 4 if you want to count the block punt. So the strip sack by Joe Rose, that's closed out the second quarter. The block punt by Fargo North. Xavier Buckmiller going 48 yards on that return. Just a crazy night. Jake Schauer kind of running out of answers here. Seeing what he can come up with in the second half, tell his staff. So Fargo North an opportunity, maybe get a little bit more of that depth into the game here in the second half. They got some time last Friday night against Horace. Welcome back to our First Class Mortgage halftime show, by the way, everyone. By the way, our other sponsor we want to make mention of tonight, Tommy's Express Car Wash, bringing our post-game show. And, of course, we'll be awarding our Energy Player of the Game, brought to you by Enbridge, and our Precision Play of the Game coming up afterwards in our post-game show, brought to you by RDK Enterprises. So be looking for that. Bob Roars and Joey Hughes with you tonight from Fargo North High School. A few minutes away from both teams coming back out onto the field, get their stretching done. Games coming up next Friday night. Well, Grand Forks Central at least getting their first home game of the year. They'll be at Cushman Field taking on Fargo South. That'll be next Friday evening. Fargo North getting the week off, actually. Their next game isn't until the 8th of September when they're going to travel to Wahpeton. Nice crowd on hand tonight. Nice, comfortable night, too. I know both coaches were pretty happy just to see a little bit of breeze here tonight. Not a strong breeze, but just enough breeze, obviously, to really cool things down. We had that extreme heat the last couple days, so it's been a nice refresher as the Fargo North team gets back out onto the field. Again, leading 42-0 here at halftime. First Class Mortgage bringing you our halftime show. You know, the chat with Adam Rowland before the game today, he was just, very calm, very collected. I mean, asked him beforehand, how much can you take out of a win over a team, playing their first varsity game? And you certainly, every coach has been there. Sometimes, you're starting young, a lot of youth. Again, just able to get a lot of players in. But he said the discussion last year, really started right after that championship game loss to Jamestown. He told all his kids, he said, you're going to be coming back seniors, tough way to go out. But look at the improvement that you made. Again, North just finishing 7-5 last season, making that run, very late in the year, and then coming up with that appearance in the state title game. So that was huge for the school. Spartans, of course, winning the AA title in basketball last year in exciting fashion. What a game that was. But when they lost that championship game to Jamestown last year, Coach Rowland indicated that, we talked to the kids. Again, send the seniors out, but everybody else coming back. Play your other sports, absolutely. Become summertime. Let's focus on some things. And they really did. He said the seniors were great leaders. There's a lot of seniors on this team, maybe the most senior-dominated team in the state, as a matter of fact. And they, simply talked about being ready for this year, and all the kids have bought into the program. So Adam's done a heck of a job kind of getting this thing built up again this year. The last couple seasons, they're seeing the improvement. They're getting the numbers out. Football's fun again at Fargo North and having a great time, and they are showing it tonight. They're looking fantastic. They are strong in the interior line tonight, been very dominant in the running game. Peter Haugo, if he's not over 100 yards, he's going to be pretty darn close to being over 100 already tonight. A couple touchdowns. And coming up with the big plays. Again, getting the turnovers. The craziness of a strip sack going back for a touchdown, a block punt going back for a touchdown. Pretty impressive effort so far for Fargo North. For Jake Schauer and his team, and for Central, well, what do you talk about? Just coming out and try to win the second half, I guess. Just kind of get yourselves back into it. Let's get some key players, get everybody back in. Let's stay healthy. Let's see if we can't get some points on the board. Central's going to receive to start the second half when we get there. So we will take a short break on our First Class Mortgage halftime show. Back with our second half kickoff in a moment. You're watching high school football on your live event. First Class Mortgage halftime show, getting set for our second half kickoff. We're just a couple minutes away from that tonight. Again, other games going on in AA across the state tonight. Devils Lake traveling to Wahpeton this evening, and that is who Fargo North will be facing in a couple weeks. Fargo South taking on Williston tonight, traveling out west. Fargo South will be traveling to Grand Forks Central next Friday. Dickinson's at Horace. Jamestown playing at Grand Forks Red River. Valley City at Turtle Mountain Community in Rowlett. And Hazen traveling to Watford City. Both teams heading to their sideline now, about a minute away from getting started here in the second half. 42-0. Grand Forks Central get the football. They will be receiving here to start our second half tonight. Max Watson will get it set to kick off for Fargo North. Watson perfect tonight with 6 extra points on the evening. 6 touchdowns being scored here by Fargo North in the first half. Getting set for quarter number 3, start of our second half. Teams coming out.
Max Watson set to kick. Let's everybody make some noise.
Third quarter getting underway. And Watson's kick, whistle early on. Might be a flag, might be an offside call actually to start things off in the third quarter.
Flag on the play. Offside on the kicking team.
And that is a...
We'll try it from the 35.
Back north up 5 yards off the opening kick. We'll try this again.
Everybody make some noise. Take 2.
Watson's kick. That one, too, is going to go out the back of the end zone. And Grand Forks Central again starting 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
5-yard penalty, 5-yard.
Turner around the play. Fumble going in on first down. North's recovered. Another turnover by Grand Forks Central. Not at all the start that Jake Shaw was looking for here to start the second half. So fumble recovery deep in their own end. Loss of 2 on the play. So North starting 1st and 10 from the Central 18-yard line. North getting their ball players out there. Changes on offense right out of the gate.
Caden Rasmussen in at quarterback now.
North trying to get this squared away. Caden Rasmussen in at quarterback to start the second half for the Spartans. We're going to see a lot of new names out there here. 6 seconds on the play clock. Rasmussen's handoff up the middle. Short gain on the play. Billy Ward the run. 6 foot, 200-pound sophomore. No gain on the play. More changes coming for North. We'll try and get those numbers to you as we get familiar with them.
2nd and 10.
Shotgun formation again. Rasmussen. Ward is the deep back. Rasmussen off the play action, carries himself. He's inside the 10-yard line, inside the 5, and he skips in for the touchdown.
Rasmussen, 18 yards.
Rasmussen, an 18-yard touchdown run. Quick feet there by Caden Rasmussen. And they've punched another one across. So off the fumble.
Watson to attempt the point after.
Max Watson in for another extra point attempt. Watson's kick is up, and it is good.
Point after is wide right.
No good, actually.
That leaves our score at
Point fails. So, with 10:30 remaining here in the third quarter, our score, Fargo North 48 and Grand Forks Central nothing. We'll take a short break. Back with more on your live event. Bob Rose back with you from Fargo North High School. Spartans leading 48-0. Another turnover and another score. 18-yard drive off the fumble.
Let's everybody give a rebel yell and make some noise.
And Max Watson getting set to kick this one off again for the Spartans. And another high, deep kick. Going to go out the back of the end zone one more time. Watson booming things with that wind behind him tonight. 48-0 our score.
Watson with the touchback.
And Central will come out first and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
See if we've got changes coming out here.
Once again, want to thank Sanford Health Sports Medicine for their coverage of
for the Knights. And it looks like we might change a quarterback coming. This is Noah Lease, the quarterback, sophomore, 5'10", 175. Going to come in tonight. So we'll.
Thank you, Sanford Health.
Sophomore QB. Handoff up the middle. Short gain on the play. Gabe Tandy getting his first carry of the night. He's a 5'7" senior, 155 pounds. Skips across for a gain of 3, brings up second down and 7.
That's a gain of 3. 2nd and 7 at their own 23-yard line.
Approaching the 10-minute mark remaining in this one. 48-0 our score. Lease brings them up to the line of scrimmage. Strandell wide to the near or far side of the field. Bryce Griffer, and maybe some motion. Yep, they're going to bowl that one dead. Griffer jumped at the snap. He was the receiver on the near side. Senior wide receiver, 5'11", 160. First time we've called his name on offense tonight. And it's going to cost him 5 yards. So it's going to bring up now 2nd down and 12. Lots of changes for North on defense. We'll get you those as we get players. Are making some stops. Lease, right-handed toss, complete, out on the sideline. That's Strandell. Short gain, got across the 20, out to about the 23-yard line, taken down on the play.
Lease, and at quarterback now for the Knights. Pass is complete to Leo Strandell.
See who made that stop on the far side of the field. Looks like we've got number 11, Jacob Sagi out there, 5'11", sophomore, making the stop. Brings up 3rd down and 7 now for the Knights. Motion by Kuntz. Here's Lease looking. Pass is caught. That's Griffer out to the 30-yard line. That's going to be enough for a 1st down. Nice looking toss by the sophomore QB. And Griffer makes the reception just across the 30-yard line. Good for the 1st down. Nice little confidence builder for the sophomore quarterback. Lucas Jackson coming off the field limping for Fargo North, so substitution coming in from the sideline. This is going to be Europe Campbell checking in, 5'11" junior. 2 receivers to the far side of the field, Strandell and Griffer. Kuntz lined up as your H-back. Lease going to keep it himself. Cross the 30, or near the 35-yard line. Couldn't quite get the nose of the football. They are going to give it to him, the 35. 8:04 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Nice gain on 1st down. Gain of just shy of 5 yards on the play. So they officially call it gain of 4, brings up 2nd down and 6.
That's a gain of 4, making it 2nd and 6.
Lease bobbled the snap. Now getting back, fights his way just across the original line of scrimmage.
Brought down for no gain this time.
Tackle there on the play. Zachary Christensen coming up from his linebacker spot. 5'10", 175. He's a junior.
3rd down and 6.
3rd down and 6 now for the Knights, and trailing 48-0 here in the 3rd quarter. Approaching 7 minutes remaining in the 3rd. Gabe Tandy checking into the game. Going to line up in a slot position to the right side. 2 receivers to the far side as well. Here's Lease, going to keep it himself. Cross the 35 to the 40, powers ahead. I think he's got a 1st down. Yep, they're going to move the sticks. Nice job. Noah Lease coming in off the bench with a couple nice runs.
Just enough for a Knight 1st down.
Give him some credit.
Folks, you'll want to get your 50,
Nice strong run.
Ready. We'll be calling the winning number here.
Signs of life here. Tandy comes out of the game. Tyler Whalen checks out rather. Gabe Tandy checking in. Lease brings him up 1st and 10. Griffer wide to the near side. Handoff. That's Tandy again. Good. Tandy powers way out near midfield. Gain of 9 on the play. Nice job by Gabe Tandy.
That's Gabe Tandy on the carry.
Tandy, a 5'7" senior, 155. Again, not a lot of size on that Grand Forks sideline. Giving up a lot of weight up front across that offensive line. Second down and a yard. Kuntz in motion. Lease, handoff up the middle. That's Tandy again. Tandy across midfield, across the 45. Falls ahead to the 41. That's a 1st down.
Brought down by Zach Christensen.
Jack Christus is on the stop.
That's a gain of 10.
For the Spartans, but a gain of 10 on the play. Nice runs by Gabe Tandy.
10 Central at the Spartan 41-yard line.
5:16 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Another handoff. Another nice run by Tandy. It's loose. Turns inside the 30 down to the 26-yard line. And another first down run by Gabe Tandy.
Christensen again on the tackle. Along with Michael Doomer.
Michael Zimmer in on the stop.
10-yard gain for another night. First down.
Another 1st and 10 coming here from the 27-yard line.
At the Spartan 27-yard line.
Lee's doing a nice job running things on offense. Kuntz in motion, handoff. It's Tandy again. Tandy breaks loose, skips out of bounds near the 15-yard line. That's going to be another first down. So they found something on that left side for Fargo North.
That's a gain of 12. And
they mark him out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
1st and 10 at the Spartan 15-yard line.
Clock continues to run. 3:49 remaining in the third quarter. Lease again out of the shotgun. Tandy the lone setback. 2 receivers to the far side of the field. Tried one more time. Tandy cuts inside at the 15. North's got him bottled up. Still fights his way down to about the 11-yard line.
Tandy again on the carry.
Jace Veriano on the stop there. 5'7" sophomore.
Jace Veriano in on the tackle.
A couple other blue shirts involved in that one as well.
That's a gain of 4.
Gain of 4 in the play. So now 2nd down at 6 at the Spartan 11-yard line. That's Kuntz in motion. Tandy one more time. Breaks free, fights his way. He's inside the 5-yard line. Going to mark him down to the 1, I believe. So Gabe Tandy running strong here in the third quarter coming off the bench, creating a little bit of a spark for Central. Going to mark him down at the 2-yard line. So 1st and goal. First time we've been able to say that for Grand Forks Central tonight. 1st and goal from the 2. Tandy the lone setback. 2 receivers to the far side. Off the fumbled snap. Lisa's in trouble. Taken down outside the 15. You're going to mark him right at the 15-yard line. Boy, not what you needed on 1st and goal. They're going to mark it at the 14. Snap was clean. Just went right through Lisa's fingertips. Maybe looking downfield before he caught it.
That's a loss of 12.
So nearly disaster for Grand Forks Central as they're knocking on the doorstep here. 2nd down and 14 now. 2nd and goal from the 14. Tandy again inside. Now works to the, stays inside. Thought he was going to go outside with, but turned it back up inside the hash marks. Carries down to the 5-yard line. Nice job getting some yardage back. So now 3rd and goal from the 5. Near the end of the third quarter. This is where disaster's been striking at the end of periods here for Grand Forks Central. 3rd down and 5. 3rd and goal from the 5. Lease, Tandy, one more time. Going to try the left side. Turns inside and he skips into the end zone. Gabe Tandy
for the Central score.
With 55 seconds remaining here in the third period. Grand Forks Central is on the scoreboard. Gabe Tandy going in from 5 yards out. Ross Wilbur coming in for his first extra point attempt of the night. Low snap. Holder handles it, and Wilbur knocks it through for the PAT. So with 30 seconds to go in our third quarter, our score is now Fargo North 48 and Grand Forks Central 7. We will take a short break. Back with more from Fargo North in a moment. You're watching high school football on your live event.
50 winner.
48-7 our score.
Tickets out by now. We'll do it after the kickoff.
Grand Forks Central finally cashing in with Gabe Tandy going in from 5 yards out. And Ross Wilbur getting set to kick things off into the wind from his own 40-yard line. 30 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Wilbur's kick taken near the 10-yard line. North, nice strong return. Nice job there. Jacob Sagi, 5'11" sophomore with the carry on the return. Out across the 40-yard line. And Fargo North will start 1st and 10.
There's a big pot tonight.
It's going to do it here for our third quarter as they go running time here to close things out.
Half a tank. 980-191.
6 seconds remaining.
191. If you have that number,
Clock will start on the snap.
980-191.
Again, that's Caden Rasmussen. He just tacked on a touchdown of his own. Last drive for Fargo North. He's the backup quarterback. Did a nice job getting 6 points his last time in. Rasmussen's going to carry himself around the right side. Turns it up, across the 45, out to the 47-yard line. Nice stop on the play by Nolan Marshall for Grand Forks Central, and that will do it for our third quarter of play. From Fargo North tonight, Spartans in command. Fargo North 48 and Grand Forks Central 47. Fourth quarter coming right up. You're watching high school football on your live event.
Phone, and TV. And as your needs have changed, so has 702. Our dedication to our community and customers runs deep. So when you call, we listen. And you can trust that we'll never stop working to bring the latest technology to our friends and neighbors. Thank you for 20 years in business. The best is yet to come.
Back at Fargo North. And a 2nd down and 3 carries stuffed out there by Grand Forks Central. Nice stop on the interior there. Again, Nolan Marshall on the stop. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 5. They lost a couple on that play.
Yeski on the carry. And that is
Post-game show coming up, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash. We'll also announce our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game and our Precision Play of the Game. Brought to you by RDK Enterprises. That's all in our Tommy's Express Car Wash post-game show. 3rd down and 5 for the Spartans. Rasmussen, soft toss, pass complete. Cross midfield, nice looking catch there.
Rasmussen's pass.
And going to be enough for a 1st down.
Complete.
Great catch there. Jacob Sagi on the catch, his first reception. So a nice toss there by the quarterback, Caden Rasmussen. They needed 5. They got 6 on the play. Nice job. So Rasmussen brings them up 1st and 10. 2 backs with them. Almost a full house look in that backfield now out of the shotgun. Rasmussen going to carry himself off the fake. Across the 45, across the 40. Turns upfield to the 35-yard line. And that's going to be another 1st down for the Spartans. Nice job. Caden Rasmussen showing the quick feet. 6 foot. 160-pound junior. He is elusive.
That's a gain of 13 and another.
Call it a gain of 13 yards for Rasmussen.
1st down and 10 at the 9th 35-yard line.
Running time. Approaching 10 minutes remaining in this contest. 48-7 our score. Rasmussen going to hand off that time. And straight up the middle on the run. Chris Geske, 5'8", 175-pound junior on the carry. Short gain on the play, gets a couple, brings up second down and 8.
Blaze Walken, Brody Melliker in on the tackle. That is a gain of
Nice night to get everybody into the ball game. Rasmussen brings him up again. Another handoff.
Geske again on the carry.
And another quick run there by Geske. Geske's got some quick feet also. Another short gain on the play. Going to bring up a third down at about 4. Approaching 9 minutes to go in the contest. A lot of bodies rotating in and out on the Grand Forks Central sideline as well. Rasmussen going to keep it himself on the left side, turns it inside, 25-20 down the sideline and finally taken down. Caden Rasmussen. Marking him, I believe, just inside the 10-yard line. Gain of 19 by Rasmussen. 18-yard touchdown run back in the third quarter. Going to call it first and goal right at the 10-yard line. Rasmussen out of the shotgun again. Handoff, this time straight up the middle. Jace Variano on the carry. Short gain on the play. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. Nope, they're going to say he lost a yard. Going to push him back to the 11. Not much of a push there by the Spartan offensive line. Nice job by Grand Forks Central.
Second and goal from the 12.
Looking at big Justin Copeland out there right now for Grand Forks Central. Big defensive lineman playing that nose tackle position. 6'2", 280 pounds. Spartans are going to have their hands full with him on the inside. Second and goal from the 12. Rasmussen, play action, rolling, pass, tipped. Nice job there by Central's number 18, Kevin Dahl. 6'4" senior, getting his hands up on that play. So nice defense, brings up third and goal now from the 12. Seeing what kind of offensive package North can do here. Rasmussen over on the sideline, bringing the play in himself. Plenty of time on the play clock. North might be looking at, do they have 11 on the field? Yes, they do. Okay. Third and goal from the 12 for the Spartans. Here's Rasmussen one more time himself. Works his way inside the 5-yard line or close to the 5. And going to bring up fourth down now. Fourth and goal from about the 4-yard line.
Brought down after
substitutions coming in for the Spartans.
Fourth and goal.
Number 79, Dacian Taylor checking in. 5'8", 250-pound sophomore getting into the game. Spartans really rotating bodies in here tonight. Approaching 6 minutes remaining in this one. Play clock now at 5. Rasmussen out of the shotgun. They get it off, hand off up the middle. This is Ward. Works his way to the inside. He's not quite going to get there, though. Not quite going to get there. Got maybe to the 2-yard line, but nice job by Grand Forks Central. So the Spartans will turn it over on downs after being in a first and goal situation from the 10. Not able to punch it in. So nice stop by the Knights. With 5:43 remaining in the game.
First and 10 from the 2-yard line.
Handoff up the middle. Nice strong run there.
Keeps it. 12-yard gain out to the 14 makes it a Central first down.
And a first down for the Knights. Nice power running there. More changes coming for Grand Forks Central. First and 10 from the 14-yard line. Approaching 5 minutes to go in the game. Lease out of the shotgun. Another handoff, short run there, getting a couple on the play. Caden Evenson, junior running back, 5'7", 140 pounds, I should say. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. Brings up second down and 7. 48-7 our score. Post-game show coming up. Post-game show brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash. Another handoff. And again, that's Evenson on the carry. Gets it out near the 20-yard line, just across the 20 as a matter of fact.
Finnegan Kilty in on the tackle.
Going to bring up a third down and a long 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
See what the Knights can generate here on a big third down play. Here's Lease. He's going to be shy of the first down. Taken down about the 23-yard line. Needed to get nearly to the 25. Going to bring up a 4th down. Variano coming up for the Spartans, making the stop. It's nice to see a lot of kids rotating in and out tonight, and a timeout being called now by Grand Forks Central. They're going to talk this one over on 4th down. 3:23 to go in the game. Spartans lead 48-7 over Grand Forks Central. We'll take a break. You're watching high school football on your live event.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms. Saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage. Our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
Grand Forks Central electing to kick that one away on 4th down, not taking the chance, and a nice punt. Coming down for Grand Forks Central, landing in Fargo's North Territory, about the 38-yard line. That's where the Spartans are going to take over 1st and 10 now with 3:14 to go. Running time here in the 4th quarter. 48-7 our score. We were 42-0 at halftime.
38-yard punt. Spartans take over.
Adam Rowland deciding to bring in the reserves to start the second half. Caden Rasmussen going in right away off a fumble. I think a 2-play drive ended up being an 18-yard touchdown run by Caden Rasmussen, the backup quarterback for the Spartans. Now more changes here on offense as number 16, Kellen Doherty, comes in. 6'1" sophomore will take the helm at quarterback. High snap, pitch to the left side. And turning that one up, nice short run, Chris Geske. Short gain on the play out across the 40-yard line, maybe to the 41. Gain of 2 on the play. And brings up a 2nd down and 8.
With a gain of a couple.
Clock continues to run. We're inside of 3 minutes to go in this one now. recap the scoring for you in our Times Express Car Wash post-game show and hope to hopefully get Adam Rowland, the head coach of North, up here as long as one of the players as well. Geske, another handoff. Fights his way out to the 45-yard line. Another short gain. Going to bring up a third down and call it 5. Third down and 5 coming up for the Spartans.
That was a gain of about 3, bringing up third down and 5.
2:15 remaining in the contest. It's 42-0 at halftime, 48-0 in the third. Finally, Grand Forks Central gets on the scoreboard here late. Another handoff, and that one is snuffed out by Grand Forks Central. Great play there. Brody Melliker coming up, the sophomore, 6'1", 180 pounds. He had that one absolutely sniffed out.
That's a loss of 4.
Loss of 4 on the play, and brings it all the way back now to a 4th down and 9 for the Spartans. Minute 36 to go. Passing situation, that one tossed out to the sideline. Falls incomplete. Nice pressure on the play there by the Spartans, number 19, Naz Fisher, the sophomore. Comes up and makes a play, forces a bad throw. And Grand Forks Central will take over 1st and 10 now with a minute 22 remaining from the 41-yard line. Or they can call it right at the 40. So let's see what happens here. If Central can finish strong, Noah Lease, sophomore quarterback in. More changes coming for North, trying to get bodies out onto the field in the right spots. Lease out of the shotgun. Quick screen out to the far side and a little bit of room. Gets a block on the outside. Down the sideline, finally taken out of bounds at the 19-yard line. Lease complete to Zade Martin, the sophomore running back. 5'6", 145, and he had a head of steam. Great play all the way down to the 19-yard line. Nice simple play with some great blocking out front. Give some credit to the Grand Forks Central wide receivers on that side of the field, moving some bodies downfield. 45 seconds remaining. Least, throw again. This one incomplete. Out in the right flat, looking for Brooklyn Bruce. Sophomore wide receiver off his fingertips. Clock continues to run now. Brings up 2nd down and 10 from the 19.
2nd and 10.
Very well might be the last play of the game. See if Central can punch this one in. Might be taking a shot at the end zone here as we're looking at running time. 2 receivers to the near side. Zade Martin is checked back into the game. It left a little bit early. They didn't see it. Lease looking for help. Now throwing, trying to throw. Now looks for the end zone. Pass falls incomplete. Zeros on the scoreboard, and that will do it. Final score tonight from Fargo North High School. The North Spartans 48 and Grand Forks Central 7. Nice victory for the Spartans as the top-ranked team in Class AA. Goes to 2-0 on the season, while Grand Forks Central will fall to 1-1. 48-7 our score, and our Tommy's Express Car Wash show will be coming right up. We'll recap scoring for you and hopefully find a coach and a player for you to talk to after the game. Back with more from Fargo North in a moment. Home team's a winner tonight. You're watching high school football on your live event.
I'm Darian Bitts. I'm confident on and off the field. And when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
I'm Doug Gray. I'm confident during the performance and when it's time for college. I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Every farmer has a good story about picking rocks. Want to hear ours? To this day, we pick rocks on our founder's farm, and they go into every Bell Bank branch we build. How's that for rock-solid commitment?
Every bank wants you to open an account. Then along come sneaky fees. Sneaky, sneaky. If you hate sneaky fees, switch to Bell Bank. We give sneaky fees the boot. Bell Bank.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in North Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the NDHSAA and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to Fargo North and the Tommy's Express Car Wash post-game show. Love your ride at Tommy's Express Car Wash. Sign up for the Tommy Club through the app today, and new members get their first 30 days free. Tommy's Express Car Wash with 2 locations in Fargo and 2 in Moorhead. They have the tools and the expertise to keep your car clean inside and out. Again, 48-7 our final score tonight from Fargo North, the home team. Big victory tonight to go to 2-0 on the season. Coach Adam Rowland's got to be pleased with what he saw tonight from his squad. Grand Forks Central dropping to 1-1 on the season. Let's recap the scoring first of all in this contest, and it all started out with Fargo North. A couple battles early on. Thought we were going to be in for a bit of a slugfest here. Both teams forcing to punt things away. But then finally, the Spartans break through with 3:06 remaining in that first quarter. Peter Hago busts loose on a 58-yard touchdown run. Max Watson adding the extra point, and it was 7-0 at that point. And then a wild way to finish the end of the first quarter, forcing Grand Forks Central to punt the ball away. Fargo North with good pressure up the middle. They blocked the punt. Xavier Buckmiller comes up with the scoop, and he goes 48 yards down the far sideline for the touchdown. Max Watson adding the extra point. 14-0 Fargo North at the end of the first quarter. All right, we move on to the second quarter. And again, this time it was all runs, getting good field position as Grand Forks Central was forced to punt into the wind. They take possession at the Grand Forks Central 45-yard line and just running the ball right down their throats. Peter Hago goes in for his second touchdown of the night on a 3-yard run off the option. Max Watson, the extra point. It was then 21-0 at that point. With 5:34 remaining in the second quarter, another long drive, but this one comes off a Caden Johansson fumble. It's a 24-yard drive capped off by Jim Miller's 1-yard touchdown run. Again, Watson with the extra point. It was 28-0 at that point. Next possession, it gets even worse for Grand Forks Central. Sam Friddle comes up with the interception of Noah Morkvee, taken down at the Grand Forks Central 31-yard line. And Fargo North comes up then with a 22-yard touchdown pass from quarterback Ethan Welk to Carter Zeller out in the right flat. He's able to break free, get himself into the end zone. Watson adds another extra point. It was 35-0 at that point, capping off a 31-yard drive. And then, just as crazy as it was to end the first quarter, it was a crazy way to end the second quarter as well. This time on a third down pass play, Morkvee goes back to pass. Joe Rose for Fargo North comes up, strips him of the football, and Rose rumbles 48 yards for the touchdown. Watson's extra point makes it 42-0 Fargo North at halftime. We come out into the third quarter. Caden Rasmussen now in at quarterback as the starters pretty much move to the bench for Fargo North at that point. Caden Rasmussen, the backup quarterback, comes in. He tacks on an 18-yard touchdown run with a 10:49 remaining in the third. Watson, the extra point fails that time, so it was 48-0 at that point. And then coming up, it was Gabe Tandy, finally with Grand Forks Central getting on the board. Gabe Tandy, a 5-yard touchdown run. Ross Wilbur adding the extra point. 48-7 the score, and that is how it ended tonight. for this football game. Fargo North, again, going to 2-0 on the season and winning tonight by a count of 48-7. We will take a short break. Back in a moment. We'll interview one of the players, one of the stars from tonight's game. Peter Haugo standing by. Back with more in a minute. You're watching high school football and the Tommy's Express Car Wash halftime show here on your live event.
Keep your job site stocked with reliable service from Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters. Our team specializes in everything concrete. That means hand tools and equipment, rebar of all shapes and sizes, concrete forming packages and ICFs, decorative concrete materials like color, stain, sealers, and coatings. And let's not forget our impressive fleet of winter construction equipment to keep the concrete flowing all year round. If you've got concrete questions, we've got concrete answers at Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters. Visit us today at any of our 6 locations.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Now is the time to take note of any issues you may have experienced with your planter while it's fresh in your mind. We can come out, walk the fields with you, and talk over these concerns and put a plan together. For a limited time, save $50 per row when you buy Delta Force from RDK Enterprises. Cash discounts are also available upon qualifying purchase. Take advantage of these discounts and contact us today. RDK Enterprises, 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Back on our Tommy's Express Car Wash post-game show, and joining us now, one of the big stars for Fargo North tonight, Peter Haugo, the running back and linebacker. Tell you what, not a bad night for you tonight. 18 carries, 143 yards. That was all in the first half, young man. 143 yards and those 2 touchdowns. What was the key? It seemed like Central kind of had you bottled up, and you were finally starting to find some seams out there. What'd you think?
I give all my credit to my O-line. At the beginning, they were kind of eating us up with 82 and 32, the big 2D tackles on their team, and then we made some adjustments on the sideline during the couple breaks there, and O-line figured it out, and found a couple seams and just hit them big.
How nice was that getting that victory at home tonight? First game at home. Obviously, you get the win on the road last week, but winning at home makes just a little bit sweeter, isn't it?
It feels great winning at home, getting the first one done. We're ready to take a week off here, get ready for Wahpeton, and just, it feels great to get it done at home.
Let's talk about that week off. It's going to be nice. Kind of get some players. I'm not sure if anybody was dinged up tonight, but it is nice to be able to rest a little bit. I'm sure you guys have been going hard with, preseason practice and everything before the first game. So, nice chance for you guys to catch your breath.
Yeah, it should be a good break. Just getting these first 2 games out of the way with some wins and just being able to take 2 weeks and really focus on the next second part of the season, is like we like to call it. Just feels good.
You ever been part of a football game where you have 2 crazier plays to end both the first quarter and the second quarter?
Never. Those plays are, oh my gosh. I mean, we're giving them both those guys are getting 2 steak dinners each. So, yeah, that's never happened before.
They're big guys. They're going to eat a lot of steak too, aren't they?
Oh yeah, coaches' pockets are going to be hurting.
Absolutely. Well, let's look ahead. For this season. Obviously, you guys had so much confidence at the end of last season, the way you guys played the second half of the year, unfortunately losing that state championship. But I talked to Coach Rowland before the game. He just said, the focus with this group all summer long was definitely there. What's your thought on that?
I mean, we're just hungry to take each week as it comes. I mean, we know that last year we came up short, and we can't get to that November 10th game, I think, this year without taking each week as it comes. So we're just really focused on the next week and just getting it done.
And so many seniors on this team, too. It's like a brotherhood out there, isn't it? Everybody knows this is your last shot at it. So what's your thoughts there?
I mean, we all kind of came together. After the state championship game last year, Coach kicked all the upperclassmen out, kept all the seniors like, this is the group. You guys got to get it done. You had a taste of it this year, and just be hungry for next year.
Well, congratulations on a great game, great finish. Good luck the rest of the year.
Thank you very much.
That's Peter Haugo, the running back for Fargo North tonight. 18 carries, 143 yards, 2 touchdowns, all of that happening in the first half. So congratulations to Peter. Nice job tonight. And by the way, that is our Enbridge Player of the Game. Peter with a great job all the way around. 18 carries, 143 yards, 2 touchdowns. Like we mentioned, Peter Haugo, our Enbridge Player of the Game. Life takes energy. Enbridge, energy for life. Enbridge.com for career opportunities. We will take another short break. Back with more on our Tommy's Express Car Wash post-game show in a moment. You're watching high school football on your live event.
The 2023 R&J Sports Fall Sports Guide is now available in digital format. You can view the 2023 Fall Sports Guide online and on mobile by visiting rnjbroadcasting.com and clicking on the Sports Guide link. View schedules, coaches' bios, and see plenty of photos and tidbits to get ready for the fall sports seasons. The R&J Sports Fall Sports Guide is now online and available at rnjbroadcasting.com.
Back on our Tommy's Express Car Wash post-game show, and nice victory tonight. Fargo North winning it by a count of 48-7. Peter Huggle leading the way, 143 yards rushing, 18 carries, scores a couple touchdowns. But tell you what, let's go back to our precision play of the game, brought to you by RDK Enterprises in Hillsboro and Drayton. And what a play it was, an absolute backbreaker. I mean, you think you've got him stopped. You think things are turning around a little bit. And all of a sudden, here comes that big play. Fargo North at the end of the first quarter, the last play of the first quarter, they come up with the block punt. Ross Wilbur not able to get the punt away. Xavier Buckmiller comes up with a 48-yard return on that play. He rumbles down the sideline, goes 48 yards for the touchdown. So suddenly, instead of 7-0, it's a 14-0 lead after the first quarter. And it just kept happening time and time again. And they came up with another big play as well. Joe Rose coming up with the strip sack on the last play of the second quarter, just before halftime. Joe Rose going 48 yards, rumbling for a touchdown off the strip sack. That was 42-0 at that point, and really no chance to go after that. So that will take care of it there. And that is your Enbridge, or your RDK precision play of the game. RDK Enterprises in Hillsboro and Drayton for precision planting. Updates, information, questions, contact RDK Enterprises in Hillsboro and Drayton, 701-636-2119, or visit planterdoc.com. RDK Enterprises is here to help you. Joined now by Fargo North head coach Adam Rowland. Adam, grab the microphone there, get you in here. That's a pretty good effort we saw tonight, isn't it? Just the kids all the way around. You've got to be pleased by what you saw tonight.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was fantastic. I didn't have a whole lot of words actually when I broke the guys down at the end of the game. Besides, the guys that started and the backups their way to come out and dominate. We were able to get our second, third, and then our JV into the game. And the challenge to those JV guys was to come out and keep on them, keep playing, right? It's our job as coaches to control that game a little bit. It's their job as players to go out and play as hard as they possibly can. So from the beginning to the end, we kind of started slow offensively at the beginning. So we had me a little nervous, I guess, at the beginning. But once we got into our third series, we started to roll, and we had a big special teams play by Buckmiller and
yep.
and another scoop and score by Joe Rose on defense. So it was all around offense, defense, special teams. We challenged the guys to win the special teams battle, right? To win the little battles, each play on offense and defense, and you end up with a score like we had.
Have you seen a crazier finish to a first quarter or crazier finish to a halftime than what you saw tonight?
I actually have, to be honest. No, in all reality, we that was pretty crazy. With a defensive score. A couple years ago, we actually threw a trick play back to the quarterback and scored down in Wahpeton right before half. So we've had a couple of them over the last couple of years.
Just the conversation with your team beforehand, you were so poised, and you've got a senior-dominated team, so many seniors. How big a factor was that tonight? Because even after those first couple series when the ball wasn't moving very much on offense, just everybody stayed calm. It's almost like it's going to happen. Just stay patient, boys. We'll grind this one out.
Yeah, and that's what, I was on the headset with the coaches just saying, hey, just coach them up, stay calm, keep these guys calm. And having a senior-heavy, really, really senior-led team, those guys, they understood what they needed to do, and they made it happen. But we were senior heavy, but Grand Forks Central also I think they had 30 seniors also. So Our guys just showed up, and their maturity and their focus and really just kind of their tenacity and toughness and everything. I could just keep throwing out terms right for them. They're just fantastic to coach.
I thought Ethan Welk did a nice job running the offense tonight for you, too. Had that one pick, unfortunately, but otherwise I think he did a nice job just keeping everybody calm and under control and making some good decisions out there.
Well, it comes down to that, like controlling the football game, right, as a quarterback. So you have to control the huddle. You got to keep your composure, and then he's really good about allowing the other playmakers on the offense do their job, right? So taking advantage of the Peter Haugo, Jim Miller, Jeremiah Sim, David Schilling, Zeller Rose, those guys who are going to come out and also make plays. So it doesn't put all the pressure on Ethan. Ethan just has to maintain his composure, do his job, and every now and then he gets to run the ball, and he did well doing that. And so, yeah, he controlled the game very well.
Defensively, I thought your defensive line did a great job just standing people up and plugging some gaps and allowing the linebackers and the D-backs to come up make some plays.
We are very excited about our defensive line. Not only the guys that start, but the guys that we roll in. We're fortunate this year, super fortunate this year, to have a pretty deep defensive line that we can roll guys out, keep guys fresh. Some of those guys will play offensive line too, but some of them don't. Some of them are pretty much defensive specialists. So we're super fortunate to have some depth there.
How nice is it going to be to get a week off now before traveling to Wahpeton on the 8th?
Yeah, it's good. We got a couple guys tonight that got banged up a little bit. I don't know if it's too serious. More importantly, though, when last year we played the same schedule, but when I saw our school schedule, we haven't had a school day yet, and next week is our first week of school, so we don't have to worry about a game. Guys get to come and get into their classes, get themselves settled with the first week of school, which is really nice. It doesn't always happen. That first week of school can be chaotic, maybe be a little bit of a distraction kind of for the game. We get to have a week of school. We get to have a holiday weekend, and then come back and get ready for Wahpeton the following week. So I like it.
It's kind of nice to be teachers and administrators for a little bit too, right? Kind of catch your breath in that regard.
Yeah, and even I teach, so and most of my coaches teach, and so it's a chance for us to get in the classroom and get our stuff done, which is ultimately the most important thing, right? For us and for all those guys. So that's going to be a nice week.
Very impressive win tonight. Congratulations. Good luck the rest of the year. We'll see you down the road, I'm sure.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right, that's head coach Adam Rowland of Fargo North. Great job by the Spartans tonight coming up with that 48-7 victory and going to 2-0 on the season and looking very impressive. The top team ranked in Class AA, and they get the week off now heading to Wahpeton on September 8th. Meanwhile, Grand Forks Central will get their first home game next Friday night as Fargo South will come to town there. Well, that will do it for our Tommy's Express Car Wash post-game show. Love your ride at Tommy's Express Car Wash. Sign up for the Tommy Club through the app today, and new members get their first 30 days free. Tommy's Express Car Wash with 2 locations in Fargo and 2 in Moorhead. They have the tools and the expertise to keep your car clean inside and out. Once again, our final score tonight from Fargo North High School. The Spartans win it 48-7 over Grand Forks Central. Be sure to check out yourliveevent.com for the schedule of upcoming games for the schools you're following. And for my on-site producer, Joey Hughes, and all of us with Your Live Event and RJ Broadcasting, I'm Bob Roars. Have a great evening and a great weekend. And thanks for joining us for North Dakota High School football on Your Live Event.